best of us. What's going
Are
on,
you supposed to be-
everybody? We're live here at BostonBlueBeat. I think we're live anyway.
you're getting called for your match.
Are they calling? Well, that's crazy, seeing as I didn't sign up. That's wild. Unless they're starting Melty Blood an hour and a half early, which is always a distinctive possibility here.
That's
at
true,
BostonBlueBeat.
actually. I didn't think about that one. But yeah, as soon as we heard us live, I hear we need Lennox,
Yeah,
and I was like,
well,
he's right here.
Sorry. What do you need, Wheel? All right, we're good. All right, cool,
All right,
because
cool.
we're live. Let's do this. So anyway, sorry for the awkward intro. Welcome to BostonBlueBeat. This is our offline monthly. My name's Lennox. I'm joined by the wonderful Doctor is in. How you doing, my guy? It's been a minute.
I'm doing good. It's been a minute, yeah, but we're back in the city having a good time.
Indeed.
And we're here for some good games, right? We got a whole
Hell
laundry
yeah.
list. We got Granblue, we got Strive,
Yep.
Melty Blood,
Yep.
and of course it wouldn't be a Blue Beat event if we didn't have BBC.
yeah. You know, we always got to close the night out, make sure everybody doesn't get home till midnight. When winners, losers, and grand finals all goes to final game, final round, reset point, etc.,
True.
etc. You know how it would be, but we get some hype games along the way, so it's always worth it, to be honest. I don't follow BBCF nearly as much as I probably should, but it's still a sick game, and I love watching it.
It was actually super cool because they had BBCF at Super TSB last weekend too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And so like the whole Casa crew went down to New York for the Super TSB event. We were all working it and stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
And so before Brad and I had to work,
Yeah.
we got to sit there at the bar and watch the BBCF. And lo and behold, Boston's own Toito was there
Toito?
in the event, playing video games, and made it quite deep. I think he got
Was
third.
he mashing 2B in neutral?
Yes.
As bullet 2B, just mashing that
Yeah.
thing? That's
Yeah.
crazy. I heard a couple, a certain ex-president decrying his 2B in neutral usage. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, no, I've seen
that
them all.
documentary. You've seen them all? All right, cool, good talk. I've seen probably too many. It's the only good thing to come out of AI. Yeah. Anyway, we're moving on from that one. Yeah, we're gonna have some Granblue first, which is definitely my favorite game. I'm very excited that that's back.
Yes.
We're still waiting on some people to show up. I think that are confirmed en route. They got MBTA'd, if you know what I'm saying.
Listen, it's actually so mean because there was the tweet from the MBTA, right?
Yeah.
Announcing that they were slowing all the trains down.
Sure. Yeah.
And like I found a Reddit thread on it, and like the first top 3 comments were like, I thought it was satire. I didn't think they were actually slowing the trains down to 15 miles per hour. And I was like, you know what? That makes sense.
That's great. That's funny. That's what they did with the national train companies did. That was their solution to just
to
adding
slow down.
200 more train cars. And it's crazy. They're still going off the tracks left and right. Ooh, topical. But also not topical because that's actually been happening for years, and we're just now finding out about it.
It's just now more televised.
It's just now more televised. That's it. That's been
wild.
a problem for a long time.
And we drove to New York last week, and we were like, man, how cool would it be if we could have taken a train?
Man, trains like actually are like the most stress-free modes of transportation typically that I normally take. I actually love taking trains, like joking aside.
Yeah, I mean, I've been a big fan. They're so slow, right?
Yeah.
Like, because we also drove the Combo Breaker last year.
Sure.
For better or worse, but we drove the Combo Breaker.
Yeah, it definitely depends on who you talk to in that car.
And
Yeah.
people were like, why didn't you just take a train? And I'm like, well, because the train is a 24-hour ride from Boston.
Yes.
There is a train.
There is a train.
It is just a 24-hour
Yeah.
train, and we drove there in like 17 hours. So even though it's a much more active like mode of transportation, I saved 7 hours.
And I feel like at a certain point, I would rather. Rowlet's literally in chat going, I'm almost there. It's okay, Rowlet, don't worry. We signed you up already. Don't worry about it. That's great. At a certain point, I would almost rather go like, I'm going to spend a couple more hours in traffic if I don't have to be behind the wheel of a car, because that sucks. Not a fan of doing that.
No, I mean, if I were going to Combo Breaker this year, I would just fly.
Yeah.
Like that. The reason we even drove was because we all waited too long. We procrastinated.
Oh,
and so by the time we looked at flights, like every flight was like $700.
Yeah.
And we're like, all right, there's 3 of us. So in flights alone, that's like $2,100. It's
drive.
gotta be cheaper to drive.
Hell yeah.
So we did drive. It was cheaper. It was just miserable.
Yeah, it'd be like that with the drive sometimes.
But it wasn't so bad because we still decided to drive to CEO that year too.
Yeah, that's right. You guys did. You guys drove to CEO. I forgot about that, man.
And that one is one where we're like, all right, never again are we driving to an event. We'll drive to East Coast Throwdown. That's it.
I remember Kite just passed out like still at noon because that like took it out from all y'all. Yeah.
Well, that was me at Combo Breaker. I fell asleep at like 8 p.m. on Wednesday, and I woke up at like 10 a.m. on Thursday.
Damn, dude.
And they were like, Doc, you missed all the day one festivities. And I was like,
well,
I was asleep.
Yeah,
like,
it happens.
I don't know what you want from me.
We're getting old. We need our rest now. It's crazy. It's crazy.
But no, we're here in Boston, fully rested. I woke up at like 1:30 today.
I was up at 8 this morning.
Yeah, but you got a long drive.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Like,
I also still got 8 hours of sleep, so.
Yeah. No, I got much more than that. I got like 16.
Well, that's good. Yeah, you got to get caught up.
But I only have like a half-hour drive.
Yeah,
so it's a lot easier for me to just pop in and out, whereas you, it's a whole day thing for you.
Yeah, this is a whole day thing for you. I'm probably not going to go home till late, especially if my prediction for CF Grand winners and losers finals pans out.
I don't think I've ever. The only time I've ever seen the CF Grands finish was when they used to run it first.
Yes.
at the monthly.
Yes.
Like they used to run it first, and then we'd skip whatever game was second, and then just go right to the third stream.
Yeah, that oh man, that happened. What was it at PCG last time we were there? I think you remember that. You remember that we were waiting for. We were gonna do like top 8 strive. I think we did top 3 strive because it was so late at that point.
Top
like,
3 or 4. That was the snowstorm, right?
No. That wasn't the snowstorm. That was
okay.
I think that was like August, September area. Like it was still like warmish out. You know what I'm saying? Like.
But we were like, okay. But no, BBCF's great to watch. It's always super fun seeing like how unique every character is.
Yeah.
Like I know it's an older title and like you probably couldn't get away making it right now, but like it is so unique per character.
It really is. And I think that's the coolest thing about it is you have all these really cool characters that are, for the most part, really well implemented too. You know what I mean?
Except for, Arakuno.
Arakune? What do you mean, dude? Arakune's like
fair and balanced?
mid-tier, I think. Yeah. I think that's the consensus, right?
Fair and balanced.
It just happens to be that we have the best Arakune in the country where that comes to these pretty regularly.
All right, when you say it like that.
Yeah, exactly. Regardless, we don't talk to Arakune players. We don't sit next to Arakune players. And y'all know what I'm talking about if you CF fans. You've seen that meme before. Yeah. No, that's like an old school CF meme. I gotta break that out. I haven't saved my phone, and it's just a picture of Arakune. It just says, "We don't talk to Arakune players. We don't sit next to Arakune players." It's pretty nice. So it looks like we're finally seeing some movement here. The setup. I do not know who we have up.
Somebody they're taking screenshots. They're taking video clips.
I see somebody with the East Coast Throwdown hoodie. I almost wore that today. I'm not gonna lie. And that thing is mighty nice.
Today would have been a good day for it too. It's quite chilly outside.
No. Check this out. I got my Honest Mids hoodie. It's just let's get that. It's got Honest Mids Michael on it. This is tilted. It says Honest Mids right down here. See? It's pretty cool. It's got the WIC logo.
Oh, okay, it's from WASD.
Yeah. I might have 2 of those sweatshirts.
That's the Stantec gang, right? Or is that different?
Oh, I think so. I think that's Stantec gang. Yeah. Which is hard because there's another FGC sponsor called
Valcion versus Fairy.
All right, so it looks like right now we are gonna have KaiAi versus Valcion.
Okay, yeah.
That one I'm not actually sure the pronunciation.
And I'm excited we're getting some Fairy.
Right off the rip,
Fairy's fallen off a little bit the last couple months. It's like year in terms of like people who
believe in victory.
Fairy's still like really good.
Engage.
Nice try. Don't tease this. Come on. Let's get into it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is probably one of the
How's that? Nice love tap. Nice try.
Asmodeus.
Here I come. Go. Nice love. Don't tease me.
Asmodeus. Down.
I wasn't strong enough.
You're a ghost? scary.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Battle
I
2.
don't know.
Engage.
That's how the special.
That don't
Fury's got great stuff.
don't here I come.
You ready?
You gotta really
Nice little cheese
Do it, Nicola. Gigi,
Yes,
you ready?
one of the how's that? You like that?
No.
Asmodeus.
One minute to rock. Look at that. You like that? This is that. Top to bottom.
That's all I've got.
How does it feel being dominant?
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Don't be that.
Gigi, you ready?
Nice little, don't be nice little, nice little, don't be nice try. How's that?
Can you handle it?
Here, have this. Asmodeus.
Great.
Asmodeus. That. Oh, gotcha. This all rise. That was just for me. Nice try. Good through. Nice little, don't be
Gigi, you ready?
don't be easy.
Come now. Go, Gigi.
That's it.
Gigi, you really?
Don't be easy. Come on. Let's get into it.
Down.
Let's rethink our strategy.
You like that? Too much for you to handle.
I'm having trouble here at Doc.
I
Battle
actually
2.
wasn't sure if we were actually
Engage.
playing through each other.
Nice little.
Do it, Nicola.
More.
Gigi, you ready?
Wanna
Up
play?
here.
Don't be easy. How's that?
Here I go.
Don't be
Gigi, you ready?
Don't
Up
tease me.
here.
All right.
Nice try.
Don't
Eat
tease me.
this.
Asmodeus. This goes through. Don't
Gigi, you ready?
don't tease
Up
me.
here.
Nice little, nice little, nice little.
Gigi, you can handle it.
Don't nice little,
Gigi, you can handle it.
nice little. Don't that.
Problem right here.
This goes through.
Asmodeus.
One minute to get rough. Yeah.
Here I go.
Nice little.
Gigi, you ready?
Get so nice try. Don't tease me. Here. Listen. Come on. Nice little. Don't tease me. Okay. Nice try. How's that? Oh, gotcha. Oh, gotcha.
Down.
You got me. Nah. Let's go again.
Should I whip harder?
I think honestly at this point, unless we see like kind of an absurd stuff,
Battle 3. Engage.
This is come on.
not really.
Nice little. Nice try. Asmodeus.
Okay, your turn.
Yes.
Gigi, you ready?
Don't cut me off guard. This is don't all right. Oh, gotcha.
Asmodeus.
That. Oh, gotcha. This can't you at least act like you're in
There's that Belial with the damage we're so accustomed to seeing. Very good stuff from KaiAi. They're moving on.
a juicy specimen. Looks like I spoiled it.
No, Rowlet or Guam. I think
well.
Beesu's already got his round one locked in.
Well, that's if Rowlet has made it to the
How does it
venue.
feel?
Yeah,
Being
yeah.
dominated
The
for a
train
change.
has been a little rough.
Stimulating,
She
right?
is on the way, confirmed. Yes, let's see this. So it's gonna
Bring
be.
out all of your secrets.
Oh no, they're playing Beesu.
Beesu,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry. It's OmniRabbit that already had his round 2 ready to go. I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah. So that's funny. We might see the Belial mirror here because Beesu is also a Belial player.
Yeah.
That would be kind of chaotic, to be honest.
But
I'm
no,
here
I mean,
for it.
when you have a top tier character like that, you are going to end up playing the mirror
Yeah.
more often than not because it is the type of game where you want to play top tier.
You got to be ready for it. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And there's counter picks. I know some people, instead of playing the Belial mirror, they'll break out like Cheetah or something like that because Cheetah's honestly another very, very solid top tier character. But who's to say?
Yeah,
Who's to
I
say
mean,
what we'll see?
until you sit down and actually hit that character select screen, you
Yeah.
don't really know what could come in. Everybody has their main characters, but with how long this game's been out and the changes that it's gone through, I think it's fair to say that a lot of these players actually have at least 1 to maybe 2 other characters in the back pocket.
It's kind of like SF5 in the sense that just pick a character, pick a top tier character, pick somebody else.
Yeah.
Pick a side piece for your bad matchups. I'm a big believer in doing that. That's why I got the Percival on deck, just for the couple of those probably the matchups I don't like.
Yeah.
Sora is. Man. And, yeah. Oh, what's up? We got Daniel Cravat in the house. Good to see you, my guy.
Yeah. But no, I mean, Percy was the character that I played when I played Granblue.
Yeah.
Characters are sick.
Yeah.
Being able to send out flames at people and your big, tall knight guy. Yeah, makes sense.
It's got Gunflame, which is pretty sweet.
Yep.
Also, the universal mechanics that got added in the last big patch hugely benefit Percival.
Yeah.
So far medium was always just an amazing poke, very hard to whiff punish.
Yeah.
But like your kind of max damage was like you could buffer in what is it, command grab, M command dash, excuse me, and recognize on block. Okay, go into L, which is just the safe option,
Yeah.
or confirm on hit the big stab, that H version for the knockdown. But that was pretty much it. Now you could use Rushdown.
Yeah.
To confirm right off that, you could cancel its EXDP to save your command dash cooldown, which I think is very strong. If you've got a stock, you can just straight up go into EX stab,
Yeah.
which does a ton of damage. For 3 hits, it's an absurd amount of damage.
Yeah.
Like, this character dumps damage.
Yeah, no, the changes I think were a little unexpected when they were announced,
Yeah.
but I think they've really opened up the game, and I think a lot more people should really give Granblue a chance right now.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, I say that, but the game had such a resurgence.
Yeah,
right?
hell yeah,
From
dude.
coming out of the post-pandemic world to reaching the heights that it did was just insane.
Yeah.
And I think with the announcement of Rising, it's set for another kind of blow up there, because
Yeah.
Rising looked sick.
It's interesting. The only thing I'm worried about with Rising is, like, I like this game how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really like this game.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna play Rising regardless. But, like, there's no question in my mind. My boy Lancelot's in there. I don't care. I'm playing Rising. That's really all I care about. But I really like this game, man. I don't want him to change too much. Like, even with the new system mechanics, like, I know Overdrive is a very polarizing mechanic, right?
Yeah.
And some characters disproportionately benefit from the system changes over some others. Jita was like kind of the was top 3 before the patch. Jita might be the best character in the game now, due solely to the changes that were made to the universal mechanics. But
Yeah.
even characters like Matera went from like kind of struggle tier to, if you're playing Matera at a top level, you are loving how this character's looking
Yeah.
right now. Great zoning, great rushdown. And now when your opponent finally gets in, you hit overdrive.
Yeah, you get
Or
out.
you hold the pressure for a hot second, you find the right gap, and use rush. Only use 50 meter.
True.
And then they have to get back in all over again,
Yeah.
which for a lot of players means you spend half your health,
Yeah.
right?
Which is tough.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, health is a resource just like everything else. But,
Especially against Matera.
but you do got to keep it above 0. Like, at the end of the day,
That's true,
you
yes.
have to stay above 0 health. And so up next, we
talking
do have
to
a couple
JohnDo
different
about that.
characters. We got Yule on the right side, P2, excuse me. And I think it's...
Beelzebub.
Yeah, Beelzebub, but I was going to
Beelzebub,
say, I think
yeah.
it's...
So Beelzebub is, if you're talking to someone and they're like, no, Jita's not top 1, they're probably going to say this character is Beelzebub. He's also very good. I think he's a little different from,
Beelzebub's playing tricks on me.
I don't know. There's like 5 characters in my top 3, which is
Seems
kind of
pretty
hard.
weak if you ask me. Guess
Percy,
what?
Belial,
Really got
Jita
bigger
are
hood
like,
after all.
Yeah.
I've been saying they're top 3 for a minute, but like, Beelzebub might be the best character in the game. It's kind of hard. He's very, very
I mean,
good.
I remember on his release, he was everywhere,
Your
too.
ignorance
Which is funny because he sucked on release, but he was so cool
He's
before
just
playing.
sick looking.
Yeah, he's a sick
well to
character.
perish from this
Really
place.
cool options too. His DP's very good.
Believe
He
in
has
victory.
a teleport that
Battle
is good
one.
knowledge check.
Engage.
What you want to look out for if you've never seen this character before is that right there, the check down. He's the biggest check down in the game, as well as his dive kick, which allows him to get away with frankly absurd. Yes, that's why that check down is so good. That is so hot.
Yeah, so this is going to be Namiko on the P1 side, Beelzebub on the right side, P2 side, Yule.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure John's playing.
Down.
I think this. I don't know what John's experience with Beelzebub is, but there's a good chance we may see a murder happen right here. This is one of those characters. If you don't have a game plan going in, you're going to get run over. That is no disrespect to the other players. That's what it is.
Every game has that character, right? Where it's just so strong that you have to have it.
So me and John were playing a little bit before. John's been playing a game like pretty okay fundamentally.
He's been playing video games for a long time.
Yeah. So that special right there is a low. You can't stand up against that. Oh no, teleport. JohnDo press. You could teleport over. But a massive.
Able to get in. Get busted out on though. Lands on the projectile. That was just a single one that time.
Oh my god. Seven coming in hot. Finish. I was talking about. Not huge like horizontal range.
Yeah.
But man,
No matter how many tails it has.
and if you're not used to punishing it, it can be a little tricky.
Believe in victory.
And JohnDo had a nice little bit of a sequence right in there too. They're going to get the hop back and get the nice little knockdown. But they're not ready for the response. And you can see here that Namiko is doing a fairly good job at blocking the approach from JohnDo. But everything says it's really good.
And there's that dodge. Yeah, get out of dodge. Great movement option, great pressure option. Plus after, you get a full combo after.
Oh, alright. JohnDo actually making it over the full projectile last time. Can't quite capitalize off of it, but I think at this point, Valcion is stellar. There's that JB again.
Okay, you saw that's right there.
Oh, those are huge opportunity!
Oh no, just get some. Oh man.
That was kind of grimy over.
Are you watching, Lucilius?
All right, so it looks like Namiko's on set point right here.
Player one.
Hasn't really gotten too much issues
Battle
from
two.
the
Engage.
UL. Like, once you put the job of like the style, which. Oh no, you gotta confirm those hits.
I was gonna say, that's like a really good that is making it play around with the projectiles. But every time they do something, they can't follow through. And like, kind of feel like
Once again, though, didn't bump anything whatsoever in this game.
I mean, JohnDo's defense has improved this time. Like, they've been slowly figuring out as they go along. I mean, JohnDo's been fighting these for a while now. I was hoping to get that. Oh, that's huge! Oh, no! Wait, on the input.
That's... You know, what's the play you can't combo on that? It was raw rush. Sorry, I don't know if that's an outlier for JohnDo or after. I think he was trying to do the rush down there. Rush down special.
Great.
Oh, that was so smart! Wait! John gets the hit!
How
That
dare
was sick!
What? All right. So for those of you that are like me and just like, what just happened?
Battle
The DP
three.
just
Engage.
basically invalidated Karma right there. I-framed the DP made it to the Karma, didn't suck JohnDo in, and therefore the ball was like walking the fucking out. I don't think that was the intention, but that was sick.
It worked out.
Yeah, exactly. They don't have that, but they don't have that.
Can't block the low though. Other side of the teleport too. John getting a little repetitive with this air approach.
Utilizing the wheel in the sky is important for his offense. Not one of the ways to go above. A lot of damage. Like you said.
let me type.
Kyle able to get punished though. JohnDo with the rush in.
Who's backing off? I was going to call out the teleport. I'm going to tell John not to teleport after I kill that. Clearly,
That's that time, but he'll get caught low.
that might be a front hero. Yeah, so rush down, frame 4 invincibility. Very, very good for poking out of pressure, especially if you know your opponent's going to throw out a button. Is not invincible to projectiles. That's what happened right there.
No matter how many tails it has.
Namiko recognized, okay, you're trying to skip neutral with rush again? Yep. Projectile, that's it.
Yeah.
Game over.
So I mean, if you played the Street Fighter 6 beta, same thing, right? So they have the drive rush mechanic,
Right.
very similar,
No
not
kidding.
projectile invincible.
I didn't play the beta, so that's
Okay,
good to know.
yeah. So that,
Okay.
like that's why I remember like when these mechanics came out, people were like, "Oh, this is such a good thing."
Yeah.
And then the first Street Fighter 6 beta came out, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, this is similar to Granblue."
Yeah.
So it is good. So maybe if you want to play Street Fighter 6, hop on some Granblue.
Dude, low key, when this game came out, people were like, "This is Street Fighter 6."
Yeah.
Like
It's anime Street Fighter.
this is anime Street Fighter, and I've been saying this actually for a little while now. Like when Street Fighter 6 comes out, there is going to be at least one Granblue player that surprises a lot of people. Just for the skills that they've built playing this game, they're gonna make some runs.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I mean,
think-
obviously the biggest difference is the cooldown mechanic.
yes,
is-
versus having meter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, like there is a difference there. and that'll take some getting used to. But the fundamentals are really what matters,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Absolutely.
you can adapt to system mechanics
Yep.
a lot quicker than you can develop fundamentals.
Yes, I agree. And that's kind of what I'm banking on when I hop in a Street Fighter 6. I ain't gonna lie. Not that my fundamentals are amazing. I just play cheap-ass
I mean,
characters.
it's close. We got less than 3 months until the Street Fighter 6 full release.
I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
I am a day 1 Cammy main, so I'm very much looking forward to it.
All these characters look sick. Cammy's like on my short list for sure.
Yeah, the changes from Street Fighter 5 into 6, being able to hold.
No. No. What are you doing?
It's locked in. It's locked in.
All right, so that's Lunaloo. So this is different than picking random select. Random select gives you a character and you just play on that character. Lunaloo changes it every game.
So it's like 11.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God, they're playing freaking Lunaloo. Oh.
Wait, it's a mirror too.
No, yeah. They both are. So we're gonna see different matchups pretty much every
Who
time.
are we
Yeah,
watching?
who are these cats?
They're college friends or something. They go to school, they play Granblue together. I know, but
Yeah, but who are they?
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Oh, okay, all right.
You can handle that.
Okay. So we're just casual friends. Which isn't necessarily an uncommon thing in Granblue. There's a couple people I know that when they run into each other in practice, they jump in their doing.
and you know what? That's fine.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world.
They're still trying to win. Like, it's still pretty casual. Yeah, so these characters right here. All right, so we got Catalina on offense. That's no punishment for each other. I don't know. I have no idea.
We got Guan on the side and Aniomic
still
or Aniomic
stand.
on the one side.
You still
I don't know if that's correct or not. I'm basing my faith into protection.
All right, so Ani's on the offense. I'll try to
Adjust.
I spot dodge there.
Oh no. Back throw.
Don't think so.
Gets knocked down, pressure going, gets another full grab.
What the hell should you talk
Damn. All right, you got the overdrive. So almost now chipping. You are a chip man. Yeah. Yeah, he's had a mustache the whole time.
Oh,
yeah,
I thought the overdrive added that.
That would be clutch. That would be a clutch thing to do. But no.
Okay.
All right, so
You've made your
we're gonna
predictions.
rematch. So now we're gonna see 2 different characters. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's how
so
Lunaloo works.
this is exactly like 11 from Street Fighter.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Or like who's that character? Charade from Soul Calibur. Same energy for sure.
A little bit longer of a loading screen between the rematch because the game's like, man, what do I actually want to give these characters?
Am I gonna be giving these poor suckers? Mokujin and Tekken, yes.
Believe in victory.
That's my usual
Battle
go-to,
one.
and I just forgot.
Engage.
I'll make it through.
So we got another Catalina, this time on the front side, being piloted by Aniomic.
Oh, and Terra is on the field. This is like very different.
Oh yeah, I've tried this character. It is impossible. If you don't play this character regularly,
Carry on.
And she's like kind of good now, low-key. Like the top of Terra players, like just cook everybody else.
yeah. But again, you just said it. The key word there is the Terra players.
Yes. Top
Not the
Terra
person
players.
getting it randomized to them.
Yeah, this is gonna be rough for Guan.
I got you.
Oh no. Okay, there's the 2U right there, but just 2U right back. Yeah.
Yeah.
2U. Like universal sweep.
Honestly.
Oh, all right, good little arrow right there. Good charge.
The butterfly. Blown away.
Space back. Tains.
Gets the knockdown.
Stop right there.
Forward throw again.
There. Stay there.
Double leg. Oh, that was good. That's probably the most damage you could have got on those guys. All right, Juana, hit away, the double overhead right there, actually. Version after.
Yeah, this is the one that's here for Catalina.
Yeah.
Arrows are actually keeping out. All right.
Yeah, Catalina has
Drawing
projectiles of
board.
her
You
own,
wanna do
but has to use the EX1 to really like make a difference, and then they're on cooldown.
3,
So like you have to be very smart. So there it is. That's on cooldown now. Hopefully you can use it to get in. Yep, and here we go.
Great tech, honestly.
Here we are.
Doesn't follow it all the way through though, but we got a rush.
Yeah, there's actually about 1 minute left. Got 1 minute supposed to be there instead.
Oh, we got the arrow. Mount to anything? Oh, this is huge. This got complex a little bit.
Yeah, no, that was a little better than nothing.
Stay down.
Downtown.
Take this.
Yeah, you gotta watch out the tip right here.
There.
Stop. Going into overdrive. But Terra builds a ton of meter. So like, oh no.
No punish?
Stay down.
Again, just trying to keep pressure going.
Finish.
There it is, the EX thrust, the 2 excuse me. It's gonna be enough for
Matera,
Annie to
do you ever feel embarrassed sashaying around like that? Certainly made it hard to
So
focus.
a little bit of shenanigans coming in there, but that actually locks in top 8 winners side there for Aniomic.
Yeah.
Aniomic. So
True.
and we actually had OmniRabbit taking it over Uber Pasta off stream as well, securing their own top 8 winner side.
That's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing OmniRabbit play some more. They play a ton of different games, and I know they were playing Granblue a little bit when the game first came out. So I'm excited to see what they got, see what their character selection is looking like. And
Yeah,
I'm wondering.
I do remember them from the online Casa brackets back in 2020.
Oh, you do? Who are they playing? You remember?
I don't remember that.
All right,
Listen,
all
man,
right.
that was 3 years ago.
Oh my God, that was 3 years ago. That's crazy. Yeah,
It
this
is.
game-
It is
wow.
2023. Yeah.
Yeah, this game came out almost exactly 3 years ago. It was this month, I believe. Man, that's wild. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
It has
kind of.
been a long time, and it feels like it just went by like that.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
but while also feeling like a decade at the same
Yeah,
time.
I feel like I have definitely aged more in the last 3 years than in the first 25 years of my life.
100%, dude. 100%.
But no, we're here. We got some video games on the screen. Shout out to everybody in chat. I know we haven't mentioned yet, but we do have a Matcherino.
Yes, we
So
do have a Metrino.
Be sure to go ahead and use !Matcherino in that chat. You click the link. All you got to do is log in with a social media account. Not even social media because they have Line on there as well.
Yeah.
Literally any account known to man pretty much, and click claim code. And you'll add 25 cents to the pot here today. Free money comes out of the Wizards' pocket.
Yes.
And,
Yes, we're supported by Wizards.
I mean, what is more anime than that, honestly?
That's nothing. That's all I got. Looks like we're going to have Namiko back on the stage here, which means they're going to be facing off against Rowlet. So we're going to see Beelzebub versus Percival. Also, we got a raid a little while ago, too. Shout out, who is that? Monahoon Cake. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Big thank you for the raid. Appreciate that. Big thank you for supporting some Granblue.
Oh, maybe Monster Hunter Cake? Monhun Cake?
You would know better than me, dude. I suck at pronouncing things.
Honestly, Monster Hunter is a game I wish I'd gotten into. Because
Yeah, I mean, you still can.
I played World a little bit. It's one of those games, and maybe this is just like my gaming style, but
Yeah.
like, it feels like it is tough solo, but like it would be OD fun in a group,
Okay.
right? Like
Okay.
if you had a bunch of friends that also played the game and went on like the raiding parties and stuff,
Yeah.
then it would be a lot more fun.
I
It's kind
know,
of like
yeah.
Escape from Tarkov in that, where it's
Okay.
like solo, it's an
It's all
okay
right.
game.
Yeah.
It's just tough, but if you get a group of people going, it is
That's where it's
insane.
at.
Yeah.
Alright.
But
Alright.
all right, we got loading in. We're at the now stage select screen.
That is Rowlet up there. All right. So this is another funny matchup, kind of volatile too. Like, so we talked about how both these characters are pretty top tier. Percival's got huge buttons that are designed to really be able to mess you up mid-range. Beelzebub's got options to contend. Like,
yeah.
Far Heavy's pretty good, but I think we're gonna see Beelzebub trying to play more of the zoning game.
I was gonna say, I think the projectiles are gonna be a big factor here, but Percy can do pretty all right into projectiles. No?
So it's kind of funny. You can't let Percival get full screen and do whatever they want because they're going to steal stocks. That's kind of the win condition for Percival is if we're full screen and you're just kind of throwing
If
projectiles at
someone
me,
like
I'm
you
going
were
to
to
start
assume the
stealing
throne,
some QAs.
it would spell
if
the
I know
end
you're
of
not
this
going to
world
rush me
and
down.
everything.
Like, yeah, I'm going to get full stocks before I even try to go in. Then once I
I will
do that,
crush
I will
your
get more
head
damage.
before it can
Exactly,
get off
my
the
pressure's
ground.
better. I'll have more damage. It just makes sense. So a lot of matchups that person has to deal with focuses around denying principal stocks.
Why don't you
So
convince
zoning
me?
option is definitely a thing that we could see Namiko get some mileage off of. I think they're gonna have a better time making sure that can't get stopped.
I can see you.
There's three, just like that. So when the teleport is too late, and Rowlet does know about the teleport, so if he's a reckless one to neutral, I expect to update him as much as
That's 2 hits.
That's 2 hits. See, that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, just a couple of hits is all personal needs. Wow, maps on the plus frame. Oh, no.
That's the thing about plus frames, but it doesn't matter unless they respect it.
Exactly. And that's what I'm talking about there. Close heavy punish on that teleport right there. Rowlet able to retain the corner big whip 5H. Oh, the Granblue high five. Let's go.
Was not ready for GT. Oh, looks like they wanted a spot dodge there, but got back.
I can see you.
Rowlet smashed right out of Con. I love that. Figure your risk right there is frankly kind of a low damage mid-range combo from Jump Club, and it rewarded you win the round. So yeah, I would risk there too.
Yeah, definitely worth it. I've got the side kick coming in.
Yeah.
Not away with that.
Oh yeah. Rowlet has a very good idea. Doing a pretty okay job of playing game. Jumping over the dive kick, that's good.
Up to 3 stacks already. That's it. Build punishes the DP with a jump in.
So you notice going to the end right here, that's no commercial.
Yeah. Especially with those stacks still down.
I can see you.
Great play. That would have been.
I can see
you would have had more frames than like the hand grab. Anti-air, close, and Rowlet surgical with that.
Pops the OG as well. Blind pressure actually hits him.
No! Okay, we're good. I'm like, Rowlet, you've hit that like a million times in practice mode. I know you practiced that before, but get you that way. All right, we're cool.
We're staying in there, staying
Believe in
strong.
victory.
A barre the whole way through.
Yeah. That being said, I really do like the adjustment from Namiko. One thing they start to get punished on teleports, he stops.
Yeah.
Immediately, and I love to see that. Rowlet will absolutely punish him all the time. Flying.
Lower your head.
In the matchup where they kept getting away with it, no reason to stop.
Exactly.
As soon as they get punished for it, all right, I can't get this free. Let me move on to the next my
Exactly. Yes. You're 100% right about that. Rowlet. That's how you know Rowlet's starting to get comfortable. That's like Rowlet usually plays very slow and secure, not above DP.
Oh, the far left. Get punished by the teleport though.
I can see you.
And that's where like the teleports are. Oh my God, just 2M. Just 2M. It's that's so
Only
funny.
one of us is fit
Oh
to
my
rule.
God, that's one of Rowlet's trademarks is winning by
engage.
2M.
If it works, right?
Yeah.
Gets the knockdown. There it is again. Gets the confirm. Already up to 5 stacks, by the way.
We're at max. All right, Rowlet's just sufficient with that far M, looking to be confirmed.
Gets the jump in.
I can see you.
Oh,
What?
actually, yeah, getting stuffed out of the dive kick right there. Oh, no. If Rowlet wins, that's it. So yeah, you see that a lot against characters that have the ability to air stall with like a dive kick or a fastball or whatever they have. Rising jump in. Makes so much sense. Contest them in the air because if you whiff 2H, universally that's like the highest recovery move for most characters. You die off that. You get counter hit, you die. So I really like how Rowlet adjusted there. Didn't want to mess around with the dive kick, just check in the air. Like, I don't get a ton of reward off this, but I don't care.
You don't either.
Exactly.
Like, it's not like
denying your opponent that.
It's not a zero-sum game, right? Where it's like, I don't have to win, but as long as you lose, we're good.
Especially in this matchup.
And that's one of those things that you can do. Like, it resets to neutral, and with how Rowlet was playing neutral, they're totally fine with that.
Hell
they were
yeah.
winning consistent neutral engagements and being able to apply pressure after that. So if that's the best case scenario there, take that.
Take that every time. Yeah, and you saw her just bullying with far 5M in the corner there.
Yeah.
So hard to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're minus, but I'm not pressing there.
Well, not only you minus, but it's like, you know, Beelzebub's not that same range character. that's a big ass sword coming at you. Like, you have to be aware of that type of thing, and you can't teleport out, punished. You can't just walk out, punished. You can maybe try and roll through it, but if you're, that just makes it again still back to normalish situation, and Rowlet can still take advantage.
And that's just layer 1, right? So like that's absolutely an answer. Is like far heavy, especially that thing's got so much recovery on it. Where roll it. Yeah, absolutely. Your opponent's pressing far edge, roll it, punish that. Who cares? Yeah, get that. Same thing with Belial far edge. Far M's a little more dicey. I don't think you can get a clean punish there if you roll it. Don't quote me on that, chat. Somebody fact check me. But it's also just another layer for your opponent. Like, okay, they're gonna start rolling my pokes. Okay,
I'll just go for a less committal one even.
Yeah. Like
you just hit like 5A or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like with a button in neutral, they react with roll. You smoke them. You absolutely smoke them. And there's a couple characters that have kind of OSs for not OSs, but ways for dealing with the roll. Obviously, we saw Rowlet actually rolling Beelzebub projectile a lot.
Yeah.
The answer there is you do projectile, you run up, and as she rolls, you close heavy for 1 million damage. Well, you see Lancelots do that a lot too, like if they're trying to deal with the projectile.
And then you also saw Rowlet always has stacks on deck.
Always.
Always.
And that's what I was talking about. Like, just as soon as it was full screen, like, I'll steal one, and another one, and another one.
like every projectile, Rowlet was getting like 2 stacks because of it.
Yeah.
Because they got one like before it hit, spot dodge, do it again. And it's like, all right, you're already at 2 stacks, and now I got to hold that pressure.
Yeah, exactly. Or do the M version for the last 3. Like, it's, I don't know. Rowlet is grown to be one of the best personals on the East Coast, and is not to be trifled with. So this is going to be fun. We're going to see Beesu versus OmniRabbit. Beesu ended up sending KaiAi to the loser side of the tracks. And we are going to see interesting. Okay, this actually makes sense.
Yeah.
OmniRabbit playing the Gremlin character, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
Charlotta
definitely had some great representation early on in this game's life.
Yep.
And for good reason.
Still has it.
Yeah.
Still has it. Like, she's pretty, like, mid now, honestly, but, like, the people that stuck with her, the Alex Smiths, the Zeroms, the Disgaeas, they're really good now. Like,
listen, Alex Smith takes mid-tier characters and makes you think they're approaching high tier. Charlotta, May, and Guilty Gear Strive.
Yep.
I know that May on release, people are like, no, she's high tier. It's like, no, she wasn't.
No,
but Alex Smith just did that to you and made you think that it was a thing.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, Charlotta players are dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
And you definitely have to watch out for them. You
got
might be
good
playing the best character in the game here. Doesn't matter.
This
have to be careful.
This is a bad matchup for Charlotte. This is one of the look at that.
Do it again? All right, block it that time.
He's got some funny stuff in the projectile.
Oh, there's that swing.
That's what makes this really hard to open up a while. It's like, Charlotta, you can get in, but like the actual next game, if you don't have a strong throw game too, hard knockdown.
Can't you at least act like you're
Defended. And you're dead.
I'll fill all the holes in your head. The second hit of the auto combo there.
Yeah.
If you go to the third hit, kill skate. Like that might not have killed if he had gone to the third hit. So that was really, really good awareness from Beesu. Just, okay, I already got your hit, 2 hits, cash out. Freaking easy input if you have me go. That kills anyway.
An opportunity here for OmniRabbit.
Can't get a ton of damage between, but that is A-okay. Nice 2L check there from OmniRabbit.
Force the DP out.
rise and shine.
Back throw, OmniRabbit.
Yeah, so once again, the auto combo.
The little death arrives.
Not by a long shot. This might be throw rate.
Gotcha.
Just do a little bit of chip damage. Like this is throw rate.
How's that?
Be careful of this, OmniRabbit. But
Gets
Beesu knows that one hit into SSDA is going to be all it takes for OmniRabbit to
This
steal
is
the show right here.
batter up.
Saw OmniRabbit connect there with the roll, but nothing afterwards because it wasn't EX. And Beesu keeping the presence of
For the
mind.
next notch in my bedpost, I'll take on your
Beesu
order.
Cat's pretty sick. You ever heard of him?
But we'll need a new model.
Well acquainted.
I know.
That name has been everywhere on the East
Forever
Coast.
naughty.
Oh, man. Yeah, Beesu.
Believe in victory.
All right,
Battle
so
1.
game 1 going to Beesu.
It's so slow.
Don't jump in
Gets
the
up now. She gave me some sting. Yeah.
Funny enough that we've seen the 2H connect twice
Here
now.
I come.
I would say that OmniRabbit's actually been more
Here I
successful on the jump
Don't
in than
tease me. Nice love. Don't tease me.
Yeah, absolutely. So the reason for that is Charlotte is very shallow.
She gave me
It's
some
very hard to 2H.
There it is again.
Yes.
Another
Don't
successful
tease.
jump.
So slow.
Beesu's getting the 2H with like the jumps are getting away from
She gave all wrong. What?
Oh,
Don't tease. Don't
that
tease.
goes for one
Nice
of their
love.
own. No punish.
Here I come. Yes.
Again?
saw the start of the 2H. That's what I'm talking about, my shallow jump bar. Like, if you go for it, you can count it. Bad news.
You got
Much
me.
better round there for
Let's
OmniRabbit.
go again.
Sitting on a significant life lead, didn't have to use any of the meter.
Battle
One thing I do
two.
want to see more from OmniRabbit is
How's that?
utilize
How's that?
probably rush down if level I think that's worth it.
Oh, got you.
Nice try.
You know what I'm saying?
Mobius.
Here, already
Gets up.
bust out from OmniRabbit. Blocks the DP attempt to bomb Beesu as well. Big damage. Ball bounce.
She gave you a dance.
Big stuff, unfortunate, and as a result, Beesu able to pop overdrive. No more chip damage.
This is stinging.
Get
This is
stuck in the
stinging.
corner right now. Yeah, look at this. Bad.
This is so stinging.
Okay, drops the combo. Good little match right there.
Nice love. Don't tease. This is batter up.
Make a decision. Oki wasn't there to tell you.
Neither was that.
So that's not bad for Beesu. That's why. That's why. Still have overdrive on top. Cash up. You don't have to worry about it. They are 0 meter. Like,
And they're dead.
and they're dead.
Meter,
dead.
irrelevant. Health
They're-
bar, empty.
Really now.
That's one of those things about this game, like, especially now that Rush, Overdrive, action for all the game, meter
Battle
management
3.
is so
Engage.
How's that?
don't want to
How's
burn
that?
super early.
Oh, got you.
Like Overdrive, you watch the one. Like, yeah, use super close out game. Oh, really nice.
There was no down tech or anything like that from OmniRabbit.
Asmodeus.
Picks up the combo in the corner as well.
She gave you this is
Dead.
No, doesn't catch out with the super.
what?
What are you doing?
It is the pixel though, so OmniRabbit can't get hit by anything.
This is
Oh,
But if
got you.
OmniRabbit gets a spot to overdrive,
Finish.
doesn't matter. Never mind. Never mind. The projectile, the L projectile for Beesu working out, and Beesu is now moving on to winners finals.
Yeah, really nice stuff there. I mean, great showing from OmniRabbit too. Wasn't a pushover by any means.
Oh, yeah.
Was challenging Beesu in a lot of different scenarios, and the jump-in attempts were actually really successful more often than not.
That's a really strong part of Charlotta's pressure game is just strategic, I guess I'll say, forward jumps. If you're position 0 on top of each other in Charlotta forward jumps,
Yeah.
but like most characters do that, they have no way of hitting you.
Yeah.
She will cross you up every time. And she's hard to anti-air. We saw that a couple times. Beesu, you could saw the startup of the 2H, get stuffed by the jump in because she reacted just a little too late.
And there were a couple different air stalls that we saw come out from OmniRabbit as well, changing the approach options and things like that make it even tougher to get that 2H out there. So OmniRabbit will be sent down, awaiting the winner of Aniomic and Namiko. So they might have to face up against some pretty scary characters. We actually don't really know who Aniomic, I still can't say it.
Oh, that's
actually
true.
plays.
Yeah, because they played Lunaloo. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I don't
So-
know who. So Guan is Iguana from the Discord, so that's what I've been calling him.
Yeah.
But I don't know who they play either.
Yeah, I believe they should be up next, though. They'll be our next match on stream, going up against Rowlet as the other top 8 winners match. So we'll find out at least who Guan plays.
They got their work cut out for them. Rowlet, as we saw from last game, very tough opponent. I called ahead of time that Grand Finals was going to be Beesu versus Rowlet. But we have seen both of them beat each other before.
And I mean, they may play even before that because if Rowlet wins this, they'll be playing up against Beesu in winners finals.
Yeah.
So
I have a funny feeling that's what we're going to see, but we cannot count Iguana out yet. Definitely a strong player in their own right. Pretty active on the NAPC Discord. Try to come out here for the offline stuff every once in a while, so definitely good to see him out. Let's see. So yeah, there's Rowlet on the P2 side playing that Percival. Avatar Belial's an interesting choice. Okay, Avatar Belial. So this character is really cool. What do you know a lot about Avatar Belial?
no, this is a character I'm not super familiar with.
You're in for a treat then, to be honest. So Avatar Belial is hard to play at a top level.
Okay.
There are like 2 or 3 Avatar Belials out there that are beginning to push that level. Let me rephrase that. 2 or 3 Avatar Belial players in the U.S. that are starting to push that. I think there's a couple good Japanese ones out there. God, I want to Sushi Brain. Sushi Brain, do you play Avatar too? I feel like you have an Avatar Belial. I can't remember.
Belial.
Who the hell is it? Sam Poppy from Texas has a pretty solid Avatar Belial, but my favorite Avatar Belial on the scene is this chick named Taffcat on the West Coast from PNW.
The
I want to say Strive player that like kind of got burned down on Strive. Don't quote me on that. But like almost took out the cat who got second place at Frosty's. Almost took him out in pools. Final game, final hit. Yeah. No, like this chick's sick. Took my money.
Your heart is shrouded in night, darker, and more foul than the cruel will of
yeah,
Beelzebub.
Dude. And I've been talking Taffcat up for a while.
Return to
this
shade.
Avatar Belial character is definitely interesting.
You almost got me to laugh. How do you come up with this nonsense?
Health, arts,
Put your ignorance on display.
Okay.
and has the lowest
Believe
health.
in victory. Battle.
All right,
one.
so that
Engage.
is a recipe for
Let me hear you.
Surrender. Surrender.
Legitimately 2 or 2 or 3.
Know your place.
Let me hear you.
Like,
Know your place.
oh, that was almost
How's this?
seriously bad.
Let me hear you. Let me hear you.
Kneel.
He's able to bust out there with the nice dragon punch.
Know your place. Rumble's an ass.
His special moves cost health.
Kneel. With Crimson Flame. Glad to you.
100%. And that's the fear. Play this character.
That's what happens when you
You saw the
play with
Casio
fire.
laser right there. Got a couple options off that kind of command
Battle
fly.
2.
Engage.
Know your place. Know your place. Surrender.
Let me hear you. You are
That's how
two.
you have to find a way to fall. That's knowledge right there. Oh, but
Let me
that's
hear
knowledge
you.
too. Okay, good job. Busted right out. Doesn't punish the guy laser. Casio laser.
Surrender. Now kneel. How's this?
One touch, all big.
Let me hear you.
Kneel.
Hand grab right there. Just moving forward. Yeah. That move's like honestly kind of cheap. It's like just a forward moving special that is slow. Like it's pretty good. EX
Believe in
is safe,
victory.
I believe, on block.
Battle one.
Light medium.
Know your place.
Let me hear you.
Light
How's
That
this?
immediately pops and
Let me hear you. Let me hear you. Let me hear
I
you.
want is not challenging, so like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Those are that stuffs that time. Rowlet went to
Rumble's an ass.
Raging
You're no match for me. Know your place. No, with Crimson Flame. I think not.
This is not quite enough to
Take the power of the
that's
Lord of
dead.
Flame.
Are you sure?
Low and
I was
full.
watching the super meter time.
No!
Oh, the scaling was too high.
BD2L, yeah.
That's what happens when you play with fire.
TV com was kind of tight, too.
Yeah. Rowlet hit 100% meter as they were falling after
Know your Let me hear
the
you.
literal last second.
I was watching that go up. I'm like,
Feel
that
the
is
burn.
punished. Oh, just barely misses to confirm.
Know your place. Know your place.
This should fit.
Nice little back throw there.
Have a
Coming
nice
in.
trip.
Gets the forward throw again. Rowlet though. With the flash combo.
So if you press JL, that's active the whole way down. It doesn't stop even if you flash to get a hit.
You got
Punish the hand grab super weird.
Take the power of the Lord of Flame.
Enjoy the loser grab in.
Low and full.
Easy as that. Oh, Sushi Brain, you don't. Okay, all right. I don't know why I thought you played Avatar WoW. Thank you for keeping me honest.
Your skill speaks for itself.
Yeah, Rowlet taking it 2-0.
Go back to the
over
basics.
Iguana, and it's setting us up for a pretty hype winners finals, dude. I'm so excited. I knew we were going to see this matchup at some point in this bracket, but I'm very, 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 very much looking forward to it.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be our next one or if we're going to head down to the losers bracket for a little bit.
We're definitely going to losers, yeah. Rounding out the rest of that losers top 8. Got a bit to wait. Are we waiting on some players on other games? Okay, all right, cool. So hang tight for a minute. We got some other games going down right now, so let's
pull up the shill sheet.
Oh, yeah. Get that shill sheet. So we'll start out the Matcherino. We all know what it is. Good old Matcherino. Hop in there, get your coupon code, hit the sponsors quest. And if you're feeling generous, hit the direct contribution button and throw down a couple bucks. Try to get a, I don't know, get a $1 donation train started. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're getting our GDQ on today. And if you like offline video games at all, come by on April 51st.
Yeah.
April 15th. I'm assuming is what was meant to be typed there.
Yeah.
April 15th for our next offline monthly. We got Strive, we got BBCF, we got Granblue, we got Melty Blood. This is like all my favorite games right here, bro.
Yeah. A little bit of Type Lumina. That game.
Type Ligma. That's my favorite game.
That game is fairly unique, I think, in like how it's been handling the community thing. I was lucky enough to get to commentate that East Coast Throwdown last year.
Yeah, you commentated some of my matches actually.
Yeah, that was super fun.
Watch me cook that Neko work. anyway, sorry, keep going.
But yeah, it is just in enough places that people are still getting a great exposure to it. And yet, I feel like it could be even more places.
You ready for a hot take about Type Ligma?
Go for it.
I think in games that have come out since Strive, including Strive, I think it's the best one out of those ones.
Yeah, I think it just had a rough opening, right? Between all the shield drama and things like that. Like it kind of suffered from a negative connotation.
And there's some members of the community that do not always help with that.
Sure.
But we're not calling anybody out on stream.
But I mean, it's also, it's kind of like the MVCI, right? Where a lot of negative connotation at the beginning.
Which ruined an otherwise really fun game.
That's the thing. The game is super solid. There's still a very dedicated community to it. Obviously not as huge as, say, MVC3. But
the people that play MVCI are real ones.
Yeah. And they're still keeping the
ones.
game alive. It's still doing fairly good number-wise at, the bigger events.
Yep.
And there's still room to grow. So that's that. And then if you wanted even a little bit more of that offline action, we do have Beach Episode Part 2 coming up as well. Those of you who missed it last year, much like myself, are going to get another opportunity to come through.
Forgot you missed it last year.
It's going to be July 15th for a weekend of games, beaches, and hopefully fun. So definitely come through if that's possible. We're going to have all 3 Guilty Gear games. We got Exert, Strive, Plus R. We got MBAC, Melty Blood, Accent Core, Cross Connects, something. I don't even know.
MBAC.
Yeah, MBAC. Leave it at that.
Yeah.
That's BBCF, Granblue versus, Them's Fighting Herds, Sailor Moon, and more.
Yeah, we got all kinds of fun stuff on there. Beach Episode last year, dude, I'm so sorry you missed it because it was so much fun. I had an absolute blast. I don't even remember what I did, to be honest. Like, couldn't tell you, like, the specific. The only thing I really, like, specifically remember from it was running the Plus R bracket because, like, we had, like, a couple bracket runners not be able to show up at the last minute. I'm like, yeah, I got you. I've run my fair share of brackets before. I'll hop in.
That happens.
Yeah, exactly. So, the good news is most of us here have been doing this long enough where we can step in for some other hats if we need to. But it was stupid fun. I remember the BBCF bracket specifically was wild competitive.
Honestly, it always is.
And it always is. Yeah. We basically have we have a lot of some of the best BBCF players at their character in this region right here. So anytime you run anything, there's always big motivation for the rest of the scene to come out. So basically, this is basically just like a BBCF regional, which is awesome. That just happens to have other games. And I don't want people to think that's like a detractor. Like, no, that's sick. You want in on that.
It's almost by design too, right? Because if you talk to Fantas,
if
you talk to Fantas, BBCF is the main title.
There's a reason that BBCF and Plus R are like mainstays of these tournaments. That was the agreement. Is Fantas is the BBCF cat, Tedo's the plus R cat, and together they, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's, yeah.
And the day after the event, you go to the beach.
Yes.
That
yes.
is true.
Which, guys my color, try to avoid that.
I mean, depending on how the camera's looking right now, you can very much tell that we're not big beach goers.
I'm not a beach guy. I don't know if my physical appearance gave that away.
So you know what I've learned in the last year or so?
What?
So when we went to CEO 2022, it was in Daytona, obviously.
Oh, God. It's
but
awful.
the hotel is on the beach,
Yes.
basically.
Which
and
was
so,
sick.
So I learned by going to the beach from like midnight to like 4 a.m. is that the beach can be cool when the sun's not out, and more specifically, there's no rocks. So if you're from New England, you know that the beaches here, rocky, right? Like you get the soft sand, and then as soon as you approach the water, rocks. It's terrible. It's miserable. Like it sucks to walk on. It is just terrible. You go down to like where beaches are supposed to be, and it's just soft sand the whole way through. And the water is above freezing temperature, so you can actually go in it. And I was like, oh man, beaches are great as long as there's no sun, no people, and no rocks.
Oh, that's like the whitest thing in the whole world. Turns out the beach is pretty cool, dude. I had to go in at midnight to figure it out. Oh my God, that is like the whitest Northeast thing I've ever heard. But you're right. So like, you know, beach is pretty cool when I'm not having to peel my own skin off. Oh man! All right. So next up, I'm seeing some Cheetah action. So it looks like that's who Andy's playing.
Cheetah.
Is Cheetah? That's the actual main. Another good matchup. Or bad matchup for Charlotte.
I was going to say, good matchup for who?
Bad matchup for Charlotte for sure. This Cheetah character. So her Rekka. Keep an eye on my social media because I'm putting a video out on this because apparently people don't know how to like buffer inputs, and that tends to be really hard. So buffering medium Rekka behind her far medium, which is that button right there, it's the God button. It's just hit confirmable, easy, and you get pressure on it. If it whips, then you get buffering, so you don't use anything.
Great.
Yeah. This character is so good. Oh no. We're going to see that big damage. Yeah, we got the woods. Oh.
Yeah, that's definitely a healthy chunk of damage coming through. There's the forward throw as well. Looking for a lot of talent in that next piece of the health bar.
Wow, baiting up the DP, but no, you had Rush. You could have confirmed.
Gets the knockdown. Oh, that's another great challenge coming in from OmniRabbit. That's a block.
Yeah, so that's called a safe jab. Supers have invincible startup, obviously, but like the startup is long enough where if you time it right, you can jab to get some pressure, but it's safe if they rip the super. Similar to a safe jab. That's the safe jab. Definitely a big part of this game, so big ups to, God, I still can't say this name. Aniomic? Yeah, I don't know.
Shout out to Dovingly for the raid as well.
No! Dovingly is in the house. I know Dovingly. Dovingly won some Granblue stuff on the west coast. Midwest? I can't remember. Dovingly, I'm sorry, I don't remember where you're from. Thank you for everything you do, and thank you for the raid. You're a real one. Big damage coming through. Oh,
Goes out. Does get the cross up in the corner, though.
So that's the only downside about buffering into the Rekka. It doesn't give you the wall bounce that EX Rekka gives you. But EX Rekka is at best -6 on any of the finishes. But there's more. It's fast enough where it's easy to stack.
Believe in victory.
And the cancel window is so generous when you can do that follow-up very late. So it's very scary to press on. Like -6 punishable. But like, Jesus really turned that into that, you know what I'm saying?
Alright, so OmniRabbit on the offensive end, gonna get the opening they were looking for.
Oh my God, kind of scary with JU right there. No challenge from OmniRabbit, however. Does get the jump in. There's that shallow jump mark we were talking about earlier.
Oh, when he was even low, but gets punished.
That was just good foots right there. Well,
Run up jab?
Sometimes you feel like that.
No! Combo! Got the wall bounce they were looking for, but can't finish it. Oh, they just jabbed out of the EX. Oh no, just regular roll. Never mind.
Alright, so OmniRabbit has the light lead right here and has the corner position. Oh no, you cornered yourself?
Back, a forward throw.
I'm wondering if that's sharp.
Oh, that was so sick!
Down.
I'll golf clap for that one.
Yeah.
That was good.
Super smart decision making there coming in from Annie. Making sure they had the spacing right, spot dodging, the wake up roll.
Yeah, if you read the shot, a lot of ball spot dodge works out pretty good. That's how you punish super like that too. But man, otherwise shot a lot of balls. Such offensive control too. A neutral jump is also a big goal too. Oh, jump in, man. No, he's missing that link. Unfortunate.
All right, still having a nice presence of mind though. Try control. The one thing is that OmniRabbit is blocking the projectiles. They're not going for the spot dodge. Some of the other players dropping in.
Yeah. Which I think builds meter for. All right.
Health bars a little one-sided.
That's not gonna hit. There's no punish though either. Yeah, that super low meter comes real fast.
Yeah, I think they were kind of hoping for the other one though, right? Where you caliber punish that Bruce's high in this guy.
Yeah, the health wasn't low enough, so only SBA was available. So now you're in SSBA range, but it doesn't matter. You're not gonna know how to do it. Basic one right there, light auto combo into that EX record is gonna be more than enough. And he's moving on.
Yeah.
To the semis.
OmniRabbit falling down at 7th here today at the monthly. Not a bad showing.
No, not at all. Had a good game against Beesu and like. Who the hell did they beat?
How do you do your
Uber Pasta.
Uber Pasta, that's what it was. I'm like, I know they played somebody. All right, I just lost some bracket there. Yeah, had a strong 2-0 against Uber Pasta too. So definitely big shout outs to OmniRabbit. Thanks for entering. It's always good to see some more players come through these brackets. I always love seeing some local Granblue happen. You know, some new talent coming in.
Yeah, I mean, Boston does have some pretty stellar Granblue players. I remember at East Coast Throwdown, you and Draken making it quite far in the Granblue bracket.
I was this close to making top 8, dude.
I
I should
know.
have made that.
I was there.
I should have made it in on winner side, but I do be dropping those. Also, shout out to Merp. Merp's pretty sick. I can't say I should have beat Merp because Merp is probably better than me. But I happen to get off to a strong start in that set. But it was definitely a good showing. Like you said, Draken is a very talented young player. The 6 be cooking, no oil, no butter, all that good stuff.
Now a Splatoon player.
Now a Splatoon play, interesting. All right, that's why Splatoon's going over there on the big screen. I was wondering about that. All right, that tracks. So next up, we're gonna have
presumably Guan versus KaiAi. So
who does KaiAi play again? I don't remember.
Their first match was against Valcion.
Beelzebub.
Yeah, was it?
No, it wasn't. No, that was Namiko.
And then they played against Beesu. Did we see that match on stream?
Yeah.
See, this is why I started taking notes, because my brain doesn't work
anymore. I know. Usually I write all this down, but I'm like, it's Granblue. I never really plays Granblue. Nope. Psych. Whatever. We about to find out right now.
I didn't even think to bring my note-taking device today. I was just kind of like, no, we'll roll through. We'll have some good times.
I got mine in my bag. I got no excuse. I think I have 2 pads of paper with me, actually.
That's all right. We're at the character select screen. We'll see it in just a second.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas on the other side, Guan, we saw them rocking the randomized Belial. Yeah, I think it was Belial.
I guess so.
Unless that's Guan. That might be Guan, actually, rocking the Belial 1, and then the Avatar Belial being locked in. Oh, no, Guan's probably the Avatar Belial.
You think so?
No, Guan's 100% the Avatar Belial because they played Rowlet.
No.
Yeah,
you're right.
Because it was Percy versus Avatar Belial.
That's right. And KaiAi, that's why I was like, we might see the Belial mirror. That's what it is. Yeah, okay. So KaiAi on the Belial. You got it right. You nailed it. You nailed it. All right, we just have to talk our way through that, Chad.
Yeah.
Don't sweat. Don't worry about it. We're professionals.
Granblue is
Allegedly.
great. I agree. Shout out to Sushi Brain for having a good take.
Sushi Brain, yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, Rush Steve, definitely give Granblue a try. Especially since they have the new title coming out later this year.
Yeah.
I imagine that this one will be going on sale at some point.
It just did, dude. It just did. But
so-
it'll be there again, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Chobakids for rolling through chat, too.
Oh.
Oh, that's mad funny. You're all right. So our producers, right, Steve. Sorry. Shout out to Chobakids, though. They just had a good showing in WSD beginner bracket, I think, if I remember correctly.
A good old WASD.
Yeah. Uh-oh, somebody just dropped something.
That's
Sound
just
like
a chair.
Stick. Oh, just a chair? All right, I thought it was somebody's stick. I'm
Yeah,
like, hey,
no,
you
it looks
like
like they're cleaning up the chairs from the room next door.
Oh, you hate to see it. All right.
You and me,
Avatar
right?
Belial back on the
Believe in
screen.
victory.
We saw this at Top 8 at Evo, actually.
Engage.
Somebody didn't want to play the Belial here, so we kind of picked Avatar Belial. I don't remember how that went, but strong start. Okay.
Let's open you up.
The problem, like, good hit for good damage. How much health is lost?
Yeah, as soon as they get hit twice by a couple jabs, they are now tied up on HP again.
Yeah, Avatar Belial, I think, is like a pretty strong character overall, but you can't play so perfectly.
Yeah, which isn't always easy. It might not always. I think it's never easy.
Yeah.
The rush coming through there. Stuck in his as I say that, they get to the reversal.
That's gonna punish. Yeah, there we go. Reacting to the overdrive. And that's a command grab super. Oh, got the fuck on the side. Get out of here.
I almost
That's
liked you.
It's freaking. Oh my god, I'm like getting PTSD right now.
Belial always
If
wins.
you're position 0 on each other, you get command grab. If you're a little off, it's a strike. So, even, and I don't think it's punishable. So, like, there's some RPS around the SSPA. It's
That
crazy.
was really slick coming in there.
Pay attention.
Let me hear you.
Kai trying to go for that punish in the air projectile, and the float came down to
This character, like, you have to know, like, all the different scenarios.
Let me hear you.
Puts us in the team right there. It's here. That's what I'm saying. I think
Let me hear you. Let's open you up.
Nice job.
And now it's a one-touch game on either
Let me
side.
hear you.
that stomp is plus a big up from Guan
You're
for
getting
no. Or big ups for Kai, rather.
plays
Because
over.
of the overdrive.
I was like, they're
Might
both
wanna
dead.
work on it.
Right? Yeah. We're going to a final round for game 1. We got the gate stage, too.
Great overlap coming in there.
You are.
We'll get some drop kick as well.
Yeah, so that's a mix-up between dive kick and command grab. All right, EXP bust out. Confirmed too. No special cancel after.
Really good to jump in though. Plenty of damage. That's game 1. Going over to KaiAi.
Two serpents.
Strong showing. Oh yes. So now we're going to character slug. Okay, so not feeling the avatar. Okay. Who are we gonna see though?
That is a good question because it's like we have seen them play Catalina, not on purpose, but they did play it.
Yep.
And then I think they were the one that, I was gonna say, I think they were the one that ended up with Matera.
Okay, so this is an interesting pick right here. One of a couple of the Matera players, like top level Matera players, keep this little guy on deck to deal with some of the Shotos that have that more of trouble. You'll recognize one move from Onray here from a Guilty Gear game.
Okay.
Several Guilty Gear games. I want you to point it out when you see it. You'll know what I'm talking about.
All right. Hopefully I do. Otherwise it'll be.
No. You'll know what I'm talking about, especially when I call it by its name. That's not from this game. You'll be like,
okay.
all right. Oh my
so
god.
we did see Onray earlier in the Guan-Annie matchup.
Yes.
Annie ended up with it on their side, playing against Guan's Catalina. So that we have seen this on screen before.
Yeah, we'll see what the level of comfortability is with.
Believe in victory. Battle.
This is another character. Like, you gotta kind of play it out. There's that far H right there. That's a solid. Look at how far that goes.
That's the double hit too. That's all it was. That's good one. Go more away. Really productive. Trapped in the corner though, this P2 side.
With the dive kick right there. There's parry to get out of dodge. I want to see the good stuff.
Sure.
Okay, spin cycle. With the parry.
Lost it again. Oh, when the parry is starting to get a little predictable already. Oh, but it works again!
Uses it. We still haven't seen the special move already. There it is. You know what that is? Deep driver!
Okay. I didn't play the Deep Drive and since that inside, so I don't see Deep Driver that much.
Oh, alright, that's fair, Oh, no punish on the sweep? Oh, bro, that would be it.
Slide is universally punishable across fighting games. You have to know how to get away from that.
Gotta be ready with that thing. Which is too bad. You probably would have been around if KaiAi was able to catch on the super there. But Guan looked like he was bringing back with the far heavy. Smart. Yeah. So, punishing the parry in between two hits.
That was tough because he was the EX carry as well, whereas typically in the been off the middle one, like right there.
KaiAi is starting to get the lead.
Let's get the spin going. X coming through.
And use of the parry to check that forward pressure. Love the way KaiAi should take it. Oh, no, from downtown and that hit?
Slide, but we're still in the advantage spot.
Oh, no.
Now off against the regular throw.
Don't tease me.
Yo,
Projectile.
You're done.
Very smart. Overdrive. That's not going to go. Oh, yeah. Rush wins. 2 hits of Rush, right? So it's invincible the whole way through.
Yeah.
The first part of that.
Your thoughts and behaviors are
by
different
the
from
first
that
hit,
of any
second hit
being
connects
I've
the
ever
seal out the
met.
round. Very,
I shall have to
very
remain
smart.
vigilant, lest I become a fly in your web.
Iguana.
So it's going to be tied up 1 apiece here in this loser's side top 8 match.
Character switch working out.
Yeah.
The switch is working out so far.
And the pacing, too. You saw how much slower they were playing here as
Believe in victory.
And it's clearly working out. And I don't know if it's just that KaiAi just doesn't have a better idea. But
KaiAi doesn't know how to deal with parry is the issue. So for as many good characters that you've seen, we've seen too many of them. And that's the power of Valcion. You get a hit. Ooh, speaking of throw game, what's the command grab right there? Get a pound.
nice, short, sweet combo. No way to drop it. Gets the round win.
I'm aching all over.
Yeah. Now it's set point again here for KaiAi.
All right.
Again, start low.
This is finished.
There's parry.
They've got the punish on them. You're so disrespectful for going there.
Yeah, that was kind of sketchy, but
Finish.
Easy. Okay, that was just a clinical exercise.
that was an even better Valcion round than the one before.
Absolutely. Very, very, very.
Just like a storm just ripped through me.
I guess you could say.
You were amazing.
Right, the scripter there. Also, check out those shades. Those are pretty clean, right?
Those are nice shades.
Clean lip shades.
I'd rock those.
Yeah.
As long as they came in prescription,
You were
obviously.
just going easy.
Yeah, that's kind of the. Yeah, I feel that.
It's hard to
It's tough out here.
All right. So before we head up to winners finals, we got a Matcherino, bro. Where are we? Yo, where we at with this Matcherino, my guy? How many codes we got left? What's the code situation on the Matcherino? I want to see how chat's doing so far. All right, 30 left, so we're making progress.
There's like 25 of you in the chat. We could do a pretty heavy dent.
Oh, you know who that is?
Dragoy?
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, they're a great European player. Phenomenal, made top 8 at Evo. So shout out to Dragoy for coming through and hitting the Matcherino. If Dragoy can come all the way from the European Union to come hit the Matcherino codes, I know y'all in chat can do that. And we got an opportune time for that because we got a little something.
Yeah,
we got a little something we want to show y'all. So
I don't think I've seen this one either.
Oh, check it out. It's pretty sweet.
Player-kun, are you going to Boston Bluebeat Beach episode?
Wait, beach episode?
Well, I also traveled a lot last year. I went to 6 majors, I think.
We got around a little bit last year. Yeah, I ran into quite a few. Yeah.
I'm not looking to exactly make a repeat of that this year.
Yo, speaking of traveling though, if you're trying to make it a list of events to come out to, beach episode's a very solid option. We got all your favorite games here. We're gonna have all 3 Guilty Gears. We're gonna have M back. We're gonna have some type of Ligma going on, and we're gonna have some BBCF, Granblue Fantasy Versus Them's Fighting Herd, Sailor Moon. Probably some more stuff too, because we be like
definitely
that.
more.
Definitely.
The BBB regionals, the beach episodes, and what was it before beach episode? The one that was in that January.
Yep.
I didn't go to that one either.
Oh, that one was sick too.
But they
Rebeat, Boston Bluebeat, reverse rebeat. I don't remember. I don't know, dude.
But they always run like 17 games.
Yeah. There's a lot of games here.
Melty Blood, Actress Again, Current Code. I got the current code part right. I know that.
Well,
but
that's
Actress
part of it. Yeah.
Actress Again is just so out of left field. It's like the uni naming style.
That's why I call it M-Back. Yeah. I mean, it's a French bread game, so yeah. Type Ligma. Once we get a couple iterations, we'll have Melty Blood, Type Ligma plus Ligma or something. I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna get convoluted.
The
real
plus
fast.
is for Guilty Gear games, right? So we'll have Guilty Gear Strive plus S or something like that.
Oh man, I don't know. I think ArcSys is kind of getting away from that. They're just gonna release. New
It's
games.
mad confusing. It's a good reason to drop that. But no, I mean, the Beach episode part 2 gonna have an insane game list. So if you're any type of anime player, we'll have your game more than likely. And if we don't, I don't know what to tell you.
And I mean, as for a side bracket too, like I know for reverse rebeat, I think I ran a little Dragon Ball side bracket at the end, like once setups freed up a little bit, which is pretty cool. Which like low key we had like a surprising amount of people for.
Yeah.
But it was pretty
this
fun.
region used to be good for Dragon Ball. As the guy that used to run it, we had a pretty good Dragon Ball scene. But
Kite's still pretty good.
Kite made top 8 at CEO.
Kite did make top 8 at CEO. Yeah, that was pretty hype.
So, and I know he was trying to make it out to the
LCQ, right?
Yeah, I don't believe he made it.
Oh, that's too bad.
But
that's too bad.
No, still is a very strong player. Once Rollback comes out in Dragon Ball FighterZ 2, he'll be able to showcase it even more. Although they did just announce that the Fighters is getting a balance patch,
which I'm assuming is lining up with the rollback release, but who's to say?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, but
Maybe
it's also
the
game was supposed to stop getting updates last year.
Yeah,
and it's been updated at least once since then.
Bandai just keeps like expecting the game to die, and it just never does.
Yeah,
it's super funny.
It's definitely zombified at this point, but the players that love it, and. I don't know. Tekken 7? Well, I mean, Tekken 8 has at least been announced.
Yes. But, like, Tekken 7 lasted for so long. That game came out, what, like 2015?
Oh, 7?
So, allegedly, if you play ranked on Tekken 7 right now, it says rollback frames, but I have yet to see actual rollbacks in that game. Yeah, that's a whole thing.
I think it has the same rollback that Street Fighter 5 does.
Tekken has really weird netcode.
Yes, it's bad.
It has 3 frames of rollback and then delay. That's
I hate
how
that.
it works.
That's
it's awful.
Ultra
That's
cringe.
really
That's weird.
So the rollback frames is not a lie. It's just very weird.
And it's also misleading because it's not real rollback.
Well, that's the thing is they call Street Fighter 5 rollback as well.
I mean,
Capcom does.
Poorly implemented rollback is still rollback, but like it's just poorly implemented. Yeah. That was bad. But by all accounts, SF6 feels pretty good from what I've heard. So.
Street Fighter 6 betas have felt amazing.
I love that.
I've run tournaments on both betas.
That's great.
And we had no issues.
That's awesome.
The only issue with running the beta tournaments was that you couldn't make private lobbies.
No.
So you had to pick a lobby.
No. Oh. Change it back. Oh, man. That's against the rules, technically, switching it back to Japanese voices.
I don't think it is.
No, it is. The English team won the crew battle. It was a whole thing.
Oh, right. I forgot about the crew battle.
Oh, yeah, we won that. We won that pretty clean.
Which is weird, because English is infinitely worse. But
well, I'm wrong about some things, too, Doc. English Percival. That's peak fiction right there. It's because I am the Lord of Flames, in case anyone was asking. And I know you weren't, but I'll tell you anyway. English Lancelot, too. I got clowned on pretty hard for rocking English Lancelot at first, but
English
that
Street
shit was
Fighter?
cash.
Yeah, English Street Fighter 5 makes sense. It's not an anime game.
I don't speak Japanese, though, dude.
I don't care. I don't either.
Oh, my God. When these two are done, I'm running back up to that setup and switching back to English voices.
It's okay, because they'll do it again.
Because
this is still winners.
Yeah,
So
this is
they'll
still
get
winners.
another chance.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is going to be winners finals. We have Beesu versus Rowlet, which means we got Percival versus Belial.
Yep. Not a great matchup for Belial. Not terrible. They're both top tiers, but I think Percival has the advantage in this matchup.
All right, and we got a controller disconnect right off the rip, so
we're off to a great start.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good thing to see.
Nah, it's fine. It's all good.
At least it's disconnected now and not mid-match.
Yes, and I think it was like somebody else's because here it is.
Remember, disconnect your pads, chat.
Oh God, yeah. Always. Every time you sit down in the setup, you gotta disconnect all the pads.
Or learn levelers.
Yeah.
Then you don't have to worry about disconnecting pads.
Yeah, just
belly up.
Sticks are overrated anyway.
Percival. Belly up.
I mean, I don't know if you saw, but did you see the Casa junk food box that we gave away?
Oh, I haven't. What? No, I did. The giveaway one. Yes, I did. I'm sorry.
The winners of the pull your weight brackets, they won Casa branded junk food micros.
They looked good.
They were good.
They looked real good.
I am pushing for the next
Coliseum.
one to be the exclamation point Brad.
Hell yeah.
And
hell yeah. Everybody, can we just get everybody to type exclamation point Brad in chat just in solidarity?
I don't know if this chat.
Oh, it does. I'm sure it doesn't, but just in solidarity.
I was gonna say I don't know if it has the old command.
Belly up.
I'd laugh if it did. I'm assuming it doesn't.
Because we definitely sunset that. That is definitely no good.
Nope, it's not there.
No, Brad.
Well,
that's fine.
It's worth a try.
That's fine.
That's fine. Put it in there anyway. Let Brad know you're thinking about him.
But we're heading into this match, and I believe it was Rowlet on the P2 side versus Belial on the P1.
Yeah, Beesu's rocking that player one side. All right,
to
so
be
this
fair,
is first of three.
As the higher seed, that's how the rules go.
Is it? Is that?
That's how it was
Believe in victory.
Okay.
Battle.
If you're on top in the bracket, you get P1.
I need to go play. I just push them out of the way. And if they want to rock, paper, scissors. Oh! Yeah, spot dodge projectile. Stand heavy to check that forward progress.
We'll have to wait and see. Nice. There.
I'm still sitting on one stock. Not quite done.
Now for Rowlet. Honestly, instead of Beesu walking up with the throw.
Yeah, both players were in throw range. It was a matter of time before it happened.
Battle 2.
All right, so Beesu taking the early lead in the set. We'll see if they're able to maintain or Rowlet. Projectile, yeah, that. Oh, no, had to right next to him. Overdrive. So strong. Yeah, so blocking even though almost chipping overdrive. Like, it's so aggressive. Overdrive on offense in the corner is one of the most just overwhelming.
Believe in victory.
It's tough.
Battle
You're
one.
getting chipped out the whole way through it.
I mean, there's still some characters that have like some damage. It's not or is he a monster? There it is. All right, popping that overdrive. Beesu's EXDP. That's another round. Third round.
おいおい、その程度で俺とやろうと。
Honestly,
We're being proved otherwise.
I say not a great match. It's 5.5. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
and the roll, Rowlet has been so
oh, there it is. Back to the run. Alright, so Rowlet's got a couple good hits. No animation! Oh, yeah, there it is. And a quick game 2 going to Beesu.
Yeah. Beesu once
むしろ
again
俺に
showing how
感謝して
strong
も
they
らい
are
たい
with
ね
this character.
国を起こすだなんて無駄なことをせずに済んだわけ
Yeah,
だし
Rowlet, I don't know. This matchup is a little tricky. Like, I think Percival's got like technically the range advantage on the buttons.
Yeah.
But like,
Believe in
Valcion doesn't
victory.
have bad
Battle
buttons.
one.
You know what I mean?
And we're not seeing a whole lot of buttons, honestly. We're seeing a lot of they also spin it through, so you have that extra bit of accuracy.
And also like the ability to deny Rowlet those stocks and yeah, exactly. You find the spot, you take it.
Couple nice double blocks coming in.
Spot dodges the cloud. Don't want to take any risks right there. Don't want to risk it. Position, but gives it up anyway. Rowlet has a chance.
They can do it, they just have to not get hit, and then they get hit.
This is something. This might be a clean 3-0.
汗かいちゃったよ
Winners finals, first to 3.
Battle
Set
two.
one out.
Engage.
Recognizes, okay, I got a confirm what we take the cover.
Doesn't matter, though.
So that's why I think that this is a personal matchup. Like, you can really poke the far end, engage cooldowns to effectively stocks, take massive damage off. Just realizing, like, yeah, even if you don't get the damage, take the stocks. Yeah, Rowlet. Oh,
Just punish for it, and now you're back in this P1 corner. Overdrive on the table here for Beesu.
Find a way to get out of the West Coast real quick. Still has 2 stocks, but Rowlet, trademark. Wow, good block from Beesu, barely getting it in that last fast frame. Okay, nope, you can't really punish at that range, unfortunately. But you are hella I love that. Almost got the air unblockable there. That was so close. Love that. Yep, get out of dodge. Keep that spacing.
Going to do it.
That's too bad. We saw a lot of really good adjustments too. Playing around at that range. Beesu was and you saw it like when Beesu locked Rowlet down before. That 2L pressure is that is the god button. All of Belial's buttons are good, but 2L especially safe on meaty, right? You can get the safe jab.
Yeah.
You can get full conversions off 2L.
I mean, even when they popped that overdrive the second time, they did 2L 6-ish times in a row. 'Cause, like it does chip. It's safe. There's nothing you can do about it, so it's just free damage.
Exactly. And especially toward the end of that last game, Rowlet did a much better job of just not giving Beesu the opportunity to utilize that.
Yeah.
Thankfully for Beesu, though, Belial's got this thing called far heavy. That goes really far, and you can get pretty easy counter hit conversions off it. So,
you know, it balances out.
It balances out, yeah, exactly.
So that's Beesu securing the Grand Finals winner side.
Yep.
We will see more Rowlet here today because they will be waiting downstairs in the losers finals, and we will find out who their opponent will be. As next up, we're gonna have Aniomic. I'm just giving up at this point. Versus KaiAi.
Oh man! All right, so we are gonna see some more Belial action. And there she is. Still got a chance, Rowlet. You got this. We believe. Rowlet's lamenting her ability to hit confirm there. It's all right. It's all right. Sometimes you see it in a warm-up game, even if that warm-up game is in winners finals. No, for real though. And I don't want to be like disrespectful, but like if you look at Rowlet's games, hadn't dropped a game prior to winners finals. Like hadn't really been challenged, kind of able to like run her own game plan, just do normal personable things.
And got to play against different characters as well. Because we saw the Beelzebub versus Namiko. And then heading into Guan, they played the Avatar Belial.
Yes.
Which is obviously a much different matchup compared to the standard Belial. But they were still successful in taking that 2-0. So
help yourself to these, by the way.
That is a sound idea. Thank you.
I saw you eyeing those. I'm like, I ain't going to eat them all myself, baby. They're all you. All right.
So it's funny. So at East Coast Throwdown, I went to the CVS or whatever and picked up a bag of these. I got the menthol-filled ones.
Oh, no.
Having never had them before.
Oh, no. That's not going to help, bro.
No, it was honestly great.
Did you smoke cigarettes after, too?
No, it's not. It's the medicated menthol.
Oh, all right.
So
I just hate everything menthol.
So it works great. But so I sit down for my block with Yipes doing DNF.
Is this before or after you gave him a firm handshake when he tried to tap you up?
This is before.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure for the lore, make sure we're getting that timeline correct. Continue.
But I had popped one of them because I was like, all right, it's been a long weekend of talking and stuff like that, so let me pop one now. And the like menthol center popped like seconds before they were like, all right, we're going live. And so I'm breathing all the menthol into my mask directly into my eyes.
No.
So I'm like watering. I'm like, I'm not crying.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to be here for East Coast Throwdown.
So when people bring that clip up in 10 years, you just got to remind them, I was under the influence of menthol directly in my eyes. So
The best part is that clip doesn't exist.
You deleted it? You found a way to delete it from the internet?
I didn't. It was just never uploaded to the internet.
That never got uploaded? Wow.
No.
The internet has lost another treasure. That is truly criminal. I'm sure some clown somewhere like clip that on Twitch chat. It's like,
Believe in victory.
Every once in a while.
Battle.
Cheetah. I forgot it was Cheetah. All right. So here we go. Anemic. I'm sticking with that now too, I guess. Playing Cheetah. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna
Yeah, so already busting out there with the DP, but
just do normal Belial things to smash up. Vegeta does have the ability to whip punish you in ways that, like, not a lot of other characters do. Vegeta's got some good buttons too, but I don't know. This is a relatively even show.
and we have a good players doing a better good job of
Yep.
That was 2 L's in a row, by the way.
Sometimes you just gotta let him know. Ooh, you're dead. Catch out. That's what I like. You know what that is? That's fundamental. That's fundamental. Also a massive part of this game. You don't want to end up like me, who is like making some runs, and then you find out you run into somebody who realizes, man, this man's not in here. Just jump in. Yeah, don't be moving head in first.
And that's perfect.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true in every game. Love this spacing right there. This pressure, pressure's kind of clean. Very scary with him.
Sure for who?
Yes, definitely.
X from the wall. Every cooldown, so you gotta wait.
Usually when cheaters want to go for a super bender right there, good overdraft. Hey, you know what? Sometimes damage is damage, baby. You gotta take it how you get it. Oh, excellent punish. Just buffering that super behind that.
That was kind of filthy, actually.
Yeah, right? That was pretty clean. And that's the strength of these top-tier Shoto characters. Like, especially when you know, like, there's no really chance of your opponent blocking your normal. Yeah, buffer super behind that, dude. You get a whiff punish, you win. Like, oh, man. All right. So, loser semis. We're back down to first to 2.
Character select.
And I think that's why we're headed back to character select. We might be seeing a little bit of a change here from Anemic. KaiAi, of course, has locked into that Belial. That's not going anywhere. Granular? No.
I thought we were going to get some boot action.
I don't know about this. This is interesting.
This is honestly, I saw this character for the first time, I think it's Evo. I fell off watching Granblue for a while.
You're in for a treat.
And I'm like, this character's sick.
This character's sick, yeah.
And then I can't remember if it was this character or somebody else, but somebody turned to me and go, this character's ass.
Yeah, so this character still probably top 5, to be honest. He's very good. Excellent rushdown character. Great mobility options. Probably the best reversal in the game. It's a frame 1 parry that is just, it just goes so far. It's absurd. This thing is good. No DP, obviously, but who cares? And some of the, you can do phase step
Believe
stuff.
in victory.
Canceling off
Battle
the parry. So
1.
parry, you just press it, they hit it, you get the hit, normal parry. You choose to do like follow, you teleport behind it, teleport above them.
I mean, I believe the guy, or no, Aniomic was the one that played against OmniRabbit earlier. KaiAi. I was right the first time. Playing against Guan, who had to deal with the parry on
Yes, good well. You can't spam this parry, so EX is on a bad. That's bad news. Yeah, my
but
scaling's pretty bad.
The animation even started, so no chance of surviving that one.
君にはまだ早かったんじゃない?
So definitely going to take that round 1 there. And this is now set point of KaiAi putting the round started flat out.
Yeah, Switch not working out so far. 6 is strong, but like you have to get him going, right?
Haven't seen that started just yet.
Normal cross right there. Run into the forehead. Not quite close enough to the corner of the wall.
Yeah, it was late, but that's all that matters.
It's almost better to do a late tech in this game. Quick tech too often. Your opponent can read them, mix it up with one on overhead. So the reaction techs are. Your opponent gets to continue the pressure after, but
you didn't get whiff punch. Gets the knockdown. No follow.
That's what the sounds of Lyles they can convert anywhere on screen. Oh, trying to check the clone there. That thing's busted.
I feel the game of forward.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely screwed. There it is. Meaty 5L run up. That's going to be the game. KaiAi breaking into the top 4, and now Rowlet is going to have to make. KaiAi is breaking into the top 3. Thank you. It's the names. You know.
It's the bracketology. It's rough. I understand.
Yeah. Brackets are very intricate. Rowlet's got to make the Belial run now, which is
the gauntlet.
could be good or bad. So, so Rowlet didn't get to play KaiAi. They're on the opposite sides of the bracket. So, this could be like a good little warm up for Beesu if she's able to take it.
So Beesu did 2-0 KaiAi.
Oh yeah, most of.
So it'll be an interesting grand finals regardless, because either way, it's potential double jeopardy. But the one thing here is you have to remember that Beesu's on the winner's side, so they get 2 chances.
Yes.
So one of the players that he's going to be playing against already lost.
And Beesu has a very strong adjustment game, so even if you are able to reset the bracket on him, you still got to deal with 3 more games, bro.
Yeah.
Minimum, by the way.
Yeah, you have the potential of running 10 games in grand finals.
Against Beesu, the OG.
Beesu Belial even on top of it.
Yeah. And this character is cooking. Belial and every version of this game has been pretty damn good.
And so, before we even get to Beesu, though, we gotta find out who his opponent will be.
Yeah, that's true.
We got Rowlet versus KaiAi. Like you said, opposite sides of the bracket. Both of them finding their way here to this losers finals. First to 3 again, I believe. I'm assuming.
Yes. Yeah, losers final. Sorry. Yeah. No, most definitely. I don't know. I think this is a good potential get right game for Rowlet. Definitely had a stronger showing in that last game against Beesu, having made the adjustment. And I think she's got a very good idea of what needs to happen now.
Yeah. I mean, she even just came over and was like, said something about whiff confirming. So they know what they have to do, and she just has to go out and do it, which is always harder than it sounds.
Yeah, easier said than done for sure. But
gonna be rocking the P1 side here.
And Rowlet's performed at a high level at like national tournaments too. I think got second place at NEC.
Yeah.
Against Taiga in what was allegedly a very close set, which I didn't get to watch because it wasn't streamed.
Which, I mean, Taiga, incredibly strong fighting game player in general.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and ridiculous in this game too. Also rocks the same thing I do, the Percival Lancelot stack. That's what I stole it from.
They made top 8 at something at East Coast Throwdown and then didn't go. They had to go back to work.
That's really funny, and that's also very typical. So, I can't remember if it was Combo Breaker or Frosty. So it was whatever tournament last year had like KOF off to the side before KOF came out. Taiga like kept accidentally winning in Street Fighter, and was like, "Bro, I just want to go play KOF. I don't care about this Street Fighter, but like they're not beating me."
That happens more often than you would think. And
right?
It's the funniest thing because he gets so mad about it too.
Oh my God, so mad about it. Yeah.
But here we are, losers finals. We got Rowlet on the P1 side, KaiAi on the P2.
Rowlet breaking out the whole kind of a nice little switch up. Love the sword too, by the way. Nice little
some nice little action going on.
Knockdown on that kid. KaiAi's doing a good job of contesting neutral though. Rowlet's still getting these stocks. That's a big hit right there. No, it doesn't get the conversion.
Into the animation, probably kills.
I think that's it. No! Wrong again.
It's these pixel survivals that are just so tough. Oh.
So Rowlet's really good at using the helmet splitter there, that air stall. But easy input DP smokes both. Easy as that.
Battle 2. Engage.
Kind of have to hold that at the end of the day. Oh my. Run up. Gets the hit. Rowlet's right at the end.
Be out of there. I saw the run, baby. I know that's got run and recovery. Oh, the high five! Rowlet cancels that EX Fireball does not combo. Still stop. This is bad news.
Corner now has that EX available once again, but
this sweep from downtown. So that's another meme. It doesn't, obviously. It's not like that's the meme. And anytime the Belial players say Belial to you. Dude, KaiAi is doing a really good job of finding these far heavy hits. Rowlet does not have an answer right now.
No, I mean the spacing game.
I like how Rowlet's adjusted by starting to win 5 control. Try to get their opponent. Yes, right there. A little too well. Okay, overdrive. Rowlet keeps it alive. And these stare downs. This is where Rowlet's winning interactions. This is friggin' stare downs right here. Has to make a commitment or either just commit to playing reactively, which Rowlet is very good at. Yeah, just take a minute right here. Take a deep breath. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, it almost feels like they've gone in the opposite direction.
Yeah. Best of 3. 3. Sorry, there was some confusion there.
But I mean, in Rowlet's play, it feels like they've kind of gone too far in the opposite direction in the winning finals match, right? Like they were saying that they were confirmed too much. Now it feels like they're not doing enough to get the confirmed.
Yeah, I think neutral is just, it's taking a little while for Rowlet to go neutral. Haven't had to do it soon. Obviously, Blau is all a little different. Big whip there. That could have been something. That's bad.
More than enough. Doesn't even need the animation.
No, not at all. That's 3 rounds in a row. Once again, for the Belial player. This time it just happens to be KaiAi, not Beesu.
Engage.
I mean, the character's strong for a reason. Plays utilize more a lot.
Excellent confirmed full damage, still having some stocks. That's what I want to see more of from Rowlet. Bully. Yeah, okay, that's still your turn. None of this waiting. Yeah, okay.
Bust out.
That's fine.
Doesn't matter.
That's part of the arthritis. That's what I want to see. Yo, let him know. Command grab, you're done. That's it. Get out of here. Oh, baby, let's go. This is the turnaround. This is what I'm talking about, Doc. I love this game.
Always a sick command grab to snap out there.
I also love this this stage.
A beat stage that doesn't lag? Crazy.
I know, right? Well, don't play with that, brother. You'll get ready to run out real fast. I'll tell you that right now. Whoa.
There's that air stall, no anti-air test from Kai.
Yeah, Kai's starting. Woohoo! Moving right there.
The other side. Not again. Wow, that was so good coming in from Rowlet. She got away with it, but not long.
Alright, cash out. Neutral jump. Air stalls. This is what I'm saying. Rowlet's air movement looking kind of really good.
Dashing in. Trying to keep the pressure going.
This is what I want. Bully, yes. This is how you do it. Around your opponent. Rowlet's doing a really good job of walking your opponent down to space. That's what it is.
Another nice check there coming in from KaiAi. Bunch of 2 L's. Stare down again. Not where Rowlet's been successful.
Yeah, see? Blocking it up. Into playing reactionary. I like that.
Gets the dash forward.
Oh, that was scary.
Does it again, this time EX. No more stacks.
Yeah, there
Pop
it
COD.
Shield stack. Oh, no, the follow-up. Yeah, you got to be careful spot dodging that. Absolutely.
And that was a big issue there. Probably having to win finals.
Okay. Rowlet puts up a game. Able to bring it back. That game was a battle. Rowlet.
That was definitely a slog between both players. But we still have more, right? It's just 1-1.
Yeah.
And we got to go to 3.
And KaiAi is definitely stepping up too. Honestly, like, especially for the first couple games we've seen, they are playing significantly.
They've been playing a lot today, right? They lost in round 2.
Yeah, so they've got to run. You know, sometimes you can build more momentum.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a fine line, right? Building momentum versus being tired.
Rowlet has to watch it. It's like one time you step over from overhead, there was definitely supposed to be a rush. Oh, okay. Starting to establish a throw game. That was answered.
Oh, and the universal overhead connect. Rowlet didn't have an overhead. Has to block the EX projectile.
Beautiful. AP, no throws.
Yeah, just a little tap. Gets the forward throw of their own now. Raw run up. Mashing. Full of RA. Gets the hit.
No, that could have been big.
Walks out the full EX projectile.
Neutral jump. Oh, no, but you don't. That was tragic. Still stealing stocks. You got too many. Oh, man. No, I like at a certain point, like, I need, when your health is just, you know, low, you need to. And it's worthwhile to take the open grab there and try to spend it.
Oh, nice block there from KaiAi.
Yeah,
Down to 3 stacks, but one touch piece will do it.
Yes, all right, KaiAi taking the lead set once again. Yeah, so that thrust, like, if that had connected, that would have been the game. Or the round of 2 for Rowlet, like 100%. Great jump in. Rowlet's getting these stocks already. Had 4. Had to spend 1 for the knockdown right there, but that's okay. You still got 3. That's what I want to see. The Callisto minus the SSBA, baby. No, the scale's super hard. Not quite getting killed.
Went for the reset. Got bred there by KaiAi.
That's bait. That's bait. You see that animation? Spot dodge, baby. Get out of there.
Rowlet tying up the round score, 1 apiece here.
Battle 3.
This is definitely a big battle between these two players. They're both speeding for that run back against Beesu.
Oh, the forbidden starter. No, you gotta hit those. You can get like 7,000 off that.
Definitely saw the opening. Didn't quite get the lift they were hoping for though.
Oh my God! Rowlet's whip punish game looks unstoppable right now. And there it is. Frame trap, space trap, mind trap. I got everything going on. Don't even try to press on me, brother.
Rowlet taking the lead here, 2-1 over KaiAi. Hanging out at that rematch screen for a second. Both of them taking a deep breath. And here we go. Battle.
When I said get right set, that's what I'm talking about right here. We're starting to see Rowlet build up that confidence. Build up the confidence on offense. That's what I'm saying, right? Got the frame traps you ain't seen before.
Everything is working out there. Spends the EXD to beat KaiAi. Just had to get out of dodge. Take control of the corner.
No! You read it!
What did I do? What?
Harry and Rowlet actually hit 12, which triggered it.
But it doesn't matter. Reads the DP that time. And now it is 7 points for Rowlet.
Rowlet turned around. She turned it on. The engine has started. We're revving it. That's right there. I don't think far enough to work. SSK, is that true? Am I factual there?
Oh my God. Rowlet is in full control. Gets the command grab and now
no! You dropped it! Alright, still massive life lead right here.
Apare, mash some more. Pops the OD, gets him out of the sky, and now chip will be a factor. Doesn't even need it.
No chip necessary. You see that? The fireball was already in the screen. Checkmate, baby. Get out of here.
Yeah, I was going to say, the fireball was already there, and we saw KaiAi opt for the OD.
And if it wasn't, the best thing is Rowlet could just do 2 and 4 HH, and then you get the massive stab across the screen. That would have murderized.
Well, I guess neutral jump would have been the only real option there, right?
No, that was a straight punish. There was nothing. Once you pop overdrive there, you're in recovery.
I'm saying Kai, instead of popping overdrive,
Oh,
should have neutral jump.
Yes, I'm sorry. Neutral jump or spot dodge if you have the right timing.
Well, wouldn't spot dodge then lose to the full screen dash?
Oh yes, if you did. I'm gonna laugh that.
Because you would have spot dodged the fireball, but you would have recovered.
Oh yeah. I think Rowlet had already committed to taking stocks there, but yeah, if she had waited, absolutely, full screen stab would have worked. Man, that was a hell of a set. All right, yo, good stuff from KaiAi. Honestly, very strong showing tonight.
Getting third in a bracket like this is no easy feat. So
yeah, no doubt.
And they had to fight. Like I said, they had a lot of games. They lost in round 2 to Beesu, and so they had to win then every single losers round match to even make it to the finals. And I think they beat everybody pretty convincingly.
Yeah.
I think OmniRabbit put up a good fight against them as well.
Yep.
If I'm remembering correctly.
No,
opposite side.
I was going to say other side.
But so KaiAi 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0 into getting 3-1 by Rowlet. So definitely a long bracket for them.
Indeed. Now we're going to get our grand finals. Rowlet versus Beesu. We might be waiting on Beesu. Beesu, this is the downside of being good at every game you play is sometimes you hold up a bracket or two. I'm not 100% sure what's going on, but
that just gives you more time to use the Matcherino, chat.
Exactly. Yo, just get in that Matcherino, bro. Oh, no, Beesu's coming over. We good.
Exclamation
Still use the Matcherino.
Yeah, exclamation point Matcherino. You'll be done claiming the code by the time the game starts. I promise you that.
Yes.
You can click the link, log in with any number of accounts. They got Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, Discord, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Line, AOLM, Hotmail.
What was that last one?
Hotmail.
All right, touche. Oh man, yeah. Hit us with that match, Reno. We got plenty of follow requests on the side there too. A lot of them are like, frankly, resources. Half the time you should be following anyway, so it's like,
yeah,
all right, whatever.
Yeah, the sponsor quests are great because again, it's just free money, and you can follow accounts that you already follow. Well, not already follow, but like accounts you should be following. Yeah.
The real stuff.
But it is a great resource to the community. 100% of that goes to the players as well. So no shenanigans to be had. I'm watching some Melty Blood out of the corner of my eye.
Yeah, who's playing?
I don't know, but we got Arc and
Redblade.
I can't see the other character. The person's in the way.
Hate to see it. So it's probably Redblade versus CL. No, that's a different one.
Percival.
Oh, Saber. Oh, is that Isaac? Oh, that's
it's
hype.
It's Saber, not Arc. My bad.
That's hype. Okay.
Oh,
so,
you got hit by Excalibur.
Yeah. It's Isaac. Isaac's pretty sick with it. Pretty got that dog in him. You know.
Oh, it is. Is that Arc? The red-haired character?
No idea. I can't see.
You're just naming things then at this point.
Oh man, it's Saber versus Arc. Red color. Oh hell yeah! All right, our producers got us. Yo, thanks, homie.
All right, so I was right the first time, and then I got mixed.
Well,
Well, I said it was Arc, and I was right, but.
I love it. Oh goodness! All right, here we go. Grand finals. We're getting right into it. Rowlet versus Beesu. Y'all already know what characters are coming out. You've seen this match before. We're gonna see it again, and it's gonna be just as good as you want. I can't wait, man. I love it.
It's gonna be a long one too. We actually got Rowlet on the P1 side even. Breaking tournament.
No. Rowlet had it from losers, then just didn't get up. Was like, nah, make me be.
Yeah. But no, so I mean, Rowlet now has to win 2 first-to-3s against Beesu to be today's champion.
I can't even win one, bro.
And so I mean, there are going to have to be some adaptations, right? Because you mentioned it earlier how different a lot of players play from each other. And we saw that in that last match with KaiAi, the projectile game from Belial was still giving Rowlet some trouble.
Yes. Oh man, that's how you need to play it, is deny the stocks. There you go, foul one, gets the like the first. Into the EXDP, that's a piece. But get off 5. Yes, I agree.
Challenging projectile with one of their own, but gets jumped in on counter hit.
2H getting stuff in around
spot dodge, a little scary.
No version on either far emblems.
That was quick. EXDP,
regular man throw.
Oh, that was so nice!
Spot dodges. Yeah, so that's an answer for that big overhead swing.
Yeah. The universal overhead got done outside the wall jump.
Stealing him, Rowlet. You got enough. Don't try to steal anymore. Close, medium, anti-air, bro. This is what I'm talking about. Rowlet into the DP.
They had plenty more damage on deck.
Hell yeah, dude. She's so good at that, honestly. Like, the amount of times Rowlet's anti-air.
That button hit from so far away.
Yeah, it's
back row, right towards the corner, but Rowlet still bouncing out.
Yo, Rowlet unleashed.
Yeah, great timing there. That was such a conversion.
Oh man, didn't do a ton of damage on it, like great positioning right here.
It looked cool.
That's all that matters.
Although Rowlet gets the brush. Not no one-touch game for her. She just needs to get anything.
Oh! Yeah, so that's the hard part about spot dodge. You get L and fireball. You can't move it on flash.
Empty jump. Goes for the universal overhead. This match is starting to look a little scary for Rowlet.
Rowlet's waiting. One spot there. If he doesn't find it, that is going to do it. Oh, we're going on the final round.
Yeah, that was a really nice read from Beesu. Getting the projectile from Rowlet. Overstepped a little bit, going for the EX edition there, trying to get something on the screen to try and buy time, but
it's hard too because JH from Belial, it's from downtown. EX stock stealer. Never know the
Rowlet getting the read of her own. Takes the corner control. Actually doesn't block up the fireball.
Avoiding those plus frames. Just missing the punish on the overhead swing there. Oh my goodness.
Follow up. Doesn't need it.
Oh, the read.
Still alive, but doesn't have to get the game.
But when they're right above your head, you have to do it. That's all it is. All right, right through. Takes the stocks too.
Only 3 this time.
Has to find a spot to open. That's why. Run up EX Asmodeus. That's enough right there. Game 1.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely looked a lot better for Rowlet than their winners final.
Yo, hold up. We got Virum in the chat. Yo, what's good, Virum? For those of you who don't know, Virum is the homie from across the pond, the principal player from the UK, commentator galore.
It's definitely late hours over there in the UK.
Virum always comes cool like American.
You dead?
No, not quite. So we don't see command throw from Beesu all the time because it's kind of cheap. And Beesu's an honorable man like that, but every once in a while.
That's grand finals. If you're gonna be cheap at any point, now is the time.
Beesu uses that to close out rounds. Doesn't use it to not always.
Definitely warming up himself.
Pressure. There it is. All right. That was a very quick game, too. And now Rowlet's got an adjustment to make right here.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we saw in Winners Finals, too. Where that first game was a good fight. Game 2 much faster. And then Game 3 was, again, much faster.
Smackdown, yeah.
So Rowlet does need to take that breather second and just completely change back to that full offense bullying. We saw them drop against Kai.
And it's hard because Beesu is so good at changing the pace of how it is that you have to be careful you don't overcompensate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
oh, just barely didn't get it. Oh, that should have been the rush conversion right there. Rowlet drop.
Landed on the fireball. Goes to the I like that. Right into the super, it doesn't kill, but you're still forcing against the area.
And you're throwing through.
Well, this is where we saw the command grab, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, DPL. Nope, not dealing with any sort of throws this time.
But returns the favor. Beesu now on tournament point.
Damn, already?
Yeah.
Yeah, SSK. I've been saying that a couple times too. I think Rowlet just what a product! Oh, that's good. Your minus walk up, take it back from very solid from Rowlet. That's punish. Okay, take it. Yep. Downtown run.
Grab though. Rowlet got lucky now, because they've gone to that a couple times now, and she's been punished almost every time.
Rowlet delayed it a little bit there, though, just in case. Just a little bit.
Nice though. Rowlet just playing a lot smoother this round.
He's a good hit confirm right here. One hit, it's a rush. No! That was it. Rowlet had that. That's going to be the turn. Passing that into super. A clean 3-0 winners. And grand finals right here. Shout out to Beesu for taking the whole thing. So that last hit from Rowlet, if she had been able to cancel the rush, anything would have hit. DP, EX stab. Sorry, what were you going to say?
Well, I was going to say, did Beesu drop a game at all?
No,
I don't think they did.
No. Beesu,
no.
Beesu doesn't drop
100% success rate coming through the Granblue tournament here at BostonBlueBeat.
Sounds about right. So we're sticking around because we got some more games coming at you.
Yep.
I believe BBCF was supposed to start at 6:30, but we're just getting off at 6 o'clock right now, and I know
we got Strive.
We're gonna have Strive on at some point. I'm assuming you're staying on for that.
Yes, I will be here for Strive.
Hell yeah.
And it'll be me, and I forgot the name of my co-commentator already, but Spencer said that they were a new commentator.
Oh, that's exciting. Yeah. All right. We get a little new blood in here. Hell yeah. So, yeah, stick around. We got some Guilty Gear action coming at you. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna be stepping off, turning over to my man right here and whoever our newbie is. So, my guy, it's been a pleasure as always. Am I going to see you during BlazBlue? Are you doing the whole thing, or is Benpai coming out?
I'm not doing BlazBlue.
All right.
No, all right. I don't know that game. But, yeah, we're going to go to a quick break. So we will be right back, like I said, with Guilty Gear Strive, and we'll see you in just a few.
Peace.